begun the playoff season. 16 teams, 4 rounds, 1 goal.
It always feels and sounds different, boys. This is where it all begins.
It's time to come join us and start the journey to the Stanley Cup. And right off the draw, Brady Tkachuk is going to drop the glove for Jordan Staal.
And right off the hop, we got a fight. It's Staal and Tkachuk. The captains are going.
We have a fight on the opening faceoff. Tkachuk, Staal, exchanging blows.
Welcome to the playoffs, everyone.
Big hit at the line, Samuelsson.
You hit everything that moves on the ice. Every hit has an attitude attached to it. You are trying to inflict as much damage on your opponent that you possibly can.
The Battle of Pennsylvania is fully underway now.
You better be prepared to get hit every time you touch the puck.
What we obtain too cheap, we esteem too lightly. Heaven knows how to put a proper price upon its goods.
Here we go now, boys. No takebacks. It's playoff time.
RJ, they have a huge smile on his face right now.
Come on, Connor, here we go. Come on, Tuck. Touch him one more time. Touch him one more time. Stankoven with a chance. He scores! Logan Stankoven opens the scoring in the postseason.
Welcome to the Stanley Cup playoffs, Logan Cooley.
Rebound, Turpin scores. 2 goals in a minute.
Off the post by Geeky, rebound, they score! Bruins 2, Sabres nothing.
We got to be better. To a man, got to be better. This is the part where we lean in. We lean in and dig in.
If the Sabres find a way to get their first goal here in this game, it's almost like a time bomb in here.
Krebs takes a hit. Taves scores! Taves! TNT Thompson!
Now they got to find another one here in the last 7:58.
Thompson comes away with it. Thompson scores! Greatness from Taves Thompson to the slot shot. Scores! Mattias Samuelsson! Are you kidding me? 3 straight from the Sabres, and they've erased the deficit and taken their first playoff lead. And this crowd can be heard all the way to Albany.
Sanheim split a couple of defenders and scored!
That's what you'd expect from Stanley Cup playoff hockey.
Score! Oh, what a shot by Kirill, the thrill!
That's pinpoint precision from one of the best players in the National Hockey League.
Takes a shot and scores! Porter Martone!
Slavkovsky scores! In front, scores! Uri Slavkovsky, back to back. So nothing decided through 60 minutes here.
Alex Tuch, empty net. Alex Tuch scores! Raise the roof. The Buffalo Sabres end the drought with their first playoff win in 15 years in a comeback style.
Down low, backhand style. Huge stop by Fladar. And the Flyers win game 1.
Out in front, and Anderson again takes it away out in front.
Down low, Slavkovsky.
It's a hat trick. Overtime winner for Uri Slavkovsky.
In front, oh, a save by Ingram. On a wide open net, he shot it out the other side as Ingram scrambling to recover.
It goes all zeros. The final, Minnesota 6, Dallas 1.
In game 1 of the Stanley Cup playoffs, exactly what you would expect.
Got it towards the net. Score! Down! What a pass by Hanifin! Perfectly executed for the lead.
This has been a textbook game 1.
Well, that is one way to start the Stanley Cup playoffs off with a bang.
You're only as good as your next game. You got to flush it right down the toilet and get ready for game 2. You have to win. You cannot go down 2-0.
That's what a 7-game series is all about. What are they going to do? What are we going to do?
It's playoffs, right? You see it through all the games. It's more physical. That's playoff hockey. I mean, it's, and first round is always, everybody's just got, all the energy in the world. And,
I think we're all pretty excited going to this game. Being able to play in the playoffs is pretty special, and, it's an opportunity that, you can't pass up, and you just gotta, it's an experience, and every game you're gonna get better.
We are just about set to go in game 2 of this opening round Stanley Cup playoff matchup.
They've been waiting all day to get game 2 started. Well, with that, we've got game 2, and away we go.
It's the old saying when you're on the road is you've got to weather the storm of the home side at the start to survive.
Let's blank go, legend. What a start.
You can just feel the importance of this game, and you just see it after the whistle. There's emotion, there's physicality. It matters.
Utah's not gonna go down without a fight. And here we go!
It's time for a little smashing on this ice here right now.
Settle, shoot, score!
Taylor Hall in front, scores! Stamkos!
Far circle, backhand, he scores! Victor Arvidsson, score! Matt Duchene, Dallas in front!
Here we go, boys. Here we go.
I think you got a little bit caught up in the emotion, maybe in the crowd levels, and so rein it back in, get back to playing your game.
Shot right on by Chinakhov. Carlson, stopped by Vladar. Crosby a shot. And Vladar all of a sudden under siege.
What a great start to game 2.
Laughton.
Oh!
Hit by Manson.
Manson has blown up Scott Laughton. Boom!
I got to keep my head up. No bicycles on the highway. That's playoff hockey, and you got to get back up.
Nikita Kucherov has tied the game. His first goal in the playoffs in 17 games couldn't be a bigger one.
Go through with a shot, he scores!
It's really been a tale of 2 games. Utah just a completely different team here.
Scores! And Ottawa has tied it at 2.
He'll hoist the backhand in. He scores!
A harmless chip from Sether.
A stunning turn here.
Robertson to redirection.
Watch out, Byfield shorthanded. Got a hold of that puck, walks in. Saved by Wedgwood, and a penalty coming up on the card. It's going to be a penalty shot.
Forehand, backhand, roots it. What a save by Wedgwood.
There is some broken glass behind the Los Angeles bench. Somebody broke a pane.
It's just the celebration of the Wedgwood save. And the entire pane of glass lands on Coach Smith.
I've never seen this happen before.
What time score? It's Josh Szymanski. The first puck he has shot into the net in the NHL. Ties game 2 for the second time in the series. It will require overtime in game 2.
The game will be decided in overtime.
Not overtime, just one shot that matters.
Lacombe shot, ricochets, and Gauthier scores! Connor Gauthier fouled the loose puck to the right of Connor Ingram, his second of the game, and the Ducks are back on top. The shot deflects free by Thompson, and he scores! He's done it again! When will it stop with Porter Martone? I don't think ever. He is incredible. Wow. In front, score! Game 1 to Scott ties the game!
And the first Stanley Cup playoff win for the Utah Bandit. They have tied the series.
And the Bruins win game 2 in Buffalo, and the series is tied at 1 game apiece.
As the Ducks rebound, and they take game 2 here in Edmonton.
A rolling puck towards it, and it's in! It curled in!
I don't think Quinn Hughes thought this puck was going to make it to the net. It looked like he hesitated for a second. Right there, he stopped skating. He doesn't think it's going to make it in. It curls in. Just that split second, Hughes hesitated. Might have cost the Wild there.
And the Flyers have a 2-0 series lead, heading back to Philadelphia. Manson, wrist shot, score! Then won the rebound, and the Avs have won it overtime. They take a 2-0 series lead against the Los Angeles Kings.
Skating in, Moser with a shot, scores! J.J. Moser with a lightning strike in overtime. We're going back to Montreal on time. Stoll in front to Martin. He's hurt, penalty coming up.
this might be offside.
After the review, it was determined that the play was offside. There is no rule. However, Carolina number 48 is a penalty shot for being fouled from behind on a breakaway.
Oh, it's a penalty shot.
And it ain't a row. Here comes Martin. He can win it. Moving it on Omar. Martin shoots and Omar makes the save.
And this game will go to a second overtime. Can't believe what we're seeing, and there's more to come.
He gets this one in. There's more. This one counts. Jordan Martin wins it in overtime.
We gather in the name of Bellevaux, of Dryden, of Lafleur, and the Holy Richard inside the Cathedral on Friday night in Montreal, the hottest ticket in the country.
Friday night, Delta Center electric. Welcome to Game 3.
The long wait is over, Ducks fans. A Stanley Cup playoff home game for the first time in 8 years.
If you're a hockey fan right now, if your spine isn't tingling right now, you've come to the wrong place. For the first time in 8 years to the day, the Philadelphia Flyers play a home playoff game.
Welcome to Game 3, a venue change at 19,000 strong. Hope that they can be the difference tonight.
They stand on ceremony in Montreal like nowhere else in hockey.
17,850 is a sellout here in Boston. Every seat is full for game number 3. Pivotal game in this series.
They're on their feet at Honda Center.
Sit back and enjoy game number 3 from LA.
Let's get it, Wild fans! Y'all say it with me! Let's play hockey!
Right to the net, Nico Rantanen.
Red hot Logan Stankoven from the sharp angle, and the Canes take a 1-0 lead. It quiets the crowd.
And then McAvoy stepped up and just labeled Pete Krebs. He buried him in the far circle.
Battle for four down there. It's a little more fight here that's starting to develop between these two teams. A lot of talking after the whistle. Well, he just sets the importance.
He's going too.
First time in his career that Sidney Crosby was sent to the box for embellishment.
Scores! And this place is just lit up with excitement. Gunther, one-hander Gunther! What a rip! Eriksson and scores!
What a play by Boldy, and Minnesota ties it.
Scores! Oh my goodness, Alex Tuch! Logan O'Connor! A short-handed goal!
Anaheim continues to shut down the best player in the world. And in the meantime, man, they are firing away tonight.
Zegras one time, yeah! He scores! Trevor Zegras' first playoff goal is a bunt. Scores! Brandon Hagel buries it in one.
Score! Matt Duchene! And Duchene ties the game.
Seneca in. Scores! 2-on-1. Leo scores! Well, the roof might blow off this building. A pair of goals 42 seconds apart. Anaheim takes game 3. A study in frustration.
And the Colorado Avalanche come to Los Angeles and take a commanding 3 games to none lead. And game 3 belongs to the Buffalo Sabres.
And the Carolina Hurricanes win this one on the road. And the Canes have a 3-0 series lead.
And for the first time in 10 years and 2 days, the Flyers have a win on home ice in the playoffs. Now we're 3 for 3. What a series it's been. Here we go again. Two teams that have played each other to another standstill.
And for the first time in this series, we will head to an extra session. Game 3 moves to overtime.
Scored! Dallas wins it! Wyatt Johnston
last game for the legend, Anze Kopitar, trying to avoid elimination here at home and have this be his final game.
It's do or die for the Ottawa Senators.
Atmosphere off the charts.
Come on, big man. Come on, here we go.
Crosby scores! Take that, Philly! Cross one-timer, score! Nathan MacKinnon!
Next goal vital.
Desperation's a wonderful thing.
Yeah, you can just sense the pressure and anxiety and the intensity.
And
Good luck, eh?
The end of a game, the end of a series, the end of an era.
It is indeed time for game number 5.
18,000 Oiler faithful here tonight, ready to will their team to a season-saving victory.
This is not a momentum thing, it's a mindset thing. The biggest moment of this series awaits here tonight.
The Bruins are going to throw everything, including the kitchen sink and more at you. What's your answer?
This series has been as good as it gets.
The Penguins win, game 6 in Philly. If the Flyers win, there'll be handshakes.
And we are underway with game 5. Rebounded it's Brendan Gallagher! Can you script it any better than that? Unbelievable, isn't it? Scores! Rasmus Dahlin! The captain starts it! Vasily Podkolzin in Edmonton for the 5th consecutive game in this series strikes first. This might not be the best played series across the Stanley Cup playoffs, but I refuse to believe it's not the most exciting.
So loud in here, they couldn't even hear the whistle. The team that wins game number 5 goes on to win the series 79% of the time.
From the backboards, they score! John Marino jumping into the play and cashing in on the doorstep. Utah with a 1-0 lead. Loose puck. Dorofeev, a chance, and he scores! A power play goal to tie it.
St. Boston, rebound loose. Faber got there before Bork. What a defensive play by Brock Faber.
You just got to keep coming after him and try to frustrate him.
Redirects and score! Zach Hyman, tipped home. Jason from Bouchard. Dostal's night's over. He's been really good in the series, but this has been a tough series for goaltenders, period.
Shoot, scores! Sanheim let it go as the Flyers, with all kinds of pressure, they've tied this game.
Lindholm shoots. He scores! Elias Lindholm, a turnaround shot in the slot. Bruins won. Sabres won. And look at that look.
That is a look that should terrify everybody on the eastern side of this state.
Zuccarello scores!
Some guys just have it. Matt Zuccarello is one of those guys.
Feeds it in front, and Dorofeev scores! His second of the game, and we're even again.
Where is it? They score! A bounce from the hockey gods, and the Penguins take the lead back late the second.
Another tight one.
Just stick to your game plan. You don't have to do anything special. You just have to continue to compete.
Cleveland score! Pavel Dorofeev for the hat trick to tie it!
For the second straight game, we head to overtime, courtesy of the hat-trick goal and the tying goal in the final minute from Pavel Dorofeev. Kaprizov looking at the empty net, working on Heiskanen, backhander, score! Kirill the thrill with the empty net goal.
Overtime in game 5 between the Bruins and the Sabres, all tied at 1. There will be a game 6. Edmonton 4, Anaheim 1. Now low redirected. And Kucherov right on. Yetzel fired and right on. And have the series lead.
You better make plans, Pittsburgh. We're going to Philly for game 6.
Marino put it right on. Big save by Hart. To double overtime we go.
Pushed ahead. Hotshot outside. Walks in. Shoots. He scores! Your pasta is served.
Steal by Howden. Scores! Brett Howden, short-handed in double overtime. What a game here in Las Vegas tonight.
I mean, we have no choice, you know. Desperation level is high, and obviously we want to extend our season. And tonight was a good step.
There's nothing like it. I mean, that's why we play. It's never going to be easy. It's just the best time you're going to be playing the game. Like I said, to be able to contribute is always nice.
Your desperation has to exceed theirs, knowing that they have nothing to lose anymore.
Game number 6, Canadiens Lightning, and
the place is howling.
No series has been faster, more physical, more unpredictable than this best of 7.
This place ready to explode.
16,000 plus are ready for the most important game played at Honda Center in 9 years. A chance to advance.
On the back line, in early from Josh Anderson.
Gets it down and a huge hit. The Moose just steamrolled Spurgeon.
How do you like it so far?
You got a little bit of a sense of urgency for both these teams.
It's a different animal. It truly is. Everybody hits, everybody's looking to finish, and your time and space is evaporated really quickly. And every single game is a new test, and is opportunity for this team to step up and take that next step.
Step up and Malkin reaches behind and sweeps it away backhanded.
Moran! It doesn't go as Sheila slid across.
Oh, what a save! Oh, what a stop by Vasilevsky! 2 amazing saves!
Well, 33 years ago, the Stars left the state of hockey and moved south. Tonight, the state of hockey would love to send them back to start their offseason.
You want to see how hard it is to win a series? You're getting an example of it here, man.
They always say the hardest game is the last game.
Samuel Solani's in the building tonight. That's a good omen.
With room, shoots just one. The rebound. Score! Howden took it off the end wall.
Dahlin walks it in. He's got a man in front. Scores! Alex Tuck from Rasmus Dahlin. He scored! Heyman got to it.
For the first time in this series, the Ducks strike first.
Right into the net. Scores! The goal chase scores! A changeup.
Things going from bad to worse here for Edmonton.
Hughes moves in, a shot, he scores!
Samuelson shot scores! And the Buffalo Sabres have a 2-0 lead.
We're still has the puck save, Ladar! Wow, what a stop that was as Dewar stayed with that.
So much on the line, the intensity there.
To the net, that's a cut. And back up the line. Dewar save.
Unbelievable.
Contrary to how it feels, the CH on the sweater does not stand for chaos.
With shots. Kyler Yamamoto.
And you can hear the crowd. The momentum is on Utah's side now. It's up to them what they're going to do with it. They're in this hockey game.
He will fire. Save made. Sheloff with the glove.
High in the air. Can it stay down?
Perrier shoots. One by Sheloff.
Goalies are perfect, Kenny.
Can they find a way to beat the Vezina Trophy candidate?
And he scores! Maverick Bourque! And the Stars have taken the lead.
Pastrnak fires, he scores! And the Boston Bruins team, that is just not going away.
Waters in front. Score! It's Marner! Power play goal! You just can't rattle this Vegas team.
Hughes fires, the score! Minnesota leads!
Here's a chance in front, scores! And the Sabres are up 3-1 with 14:02 to go in the third.
And we are heading to overtime in Philadelphia.
60 feverish minutes without a goal.
Oh, fans in this building just taking a breath.
Time's a-wasting. All kinds of action. Bodies flying everywhere.
And electricity in this building we've not felt.
Centering pass. Here is Mathis. Stop by Ladar.
And that is a dagger for the Vegas Golden Knights.
And the Boston Bruins are going to retreat as the Buffalo Sabres have beaten the Boston Bruins 4-1. We thank you, Boston, for your hospitality, but we have somewhere to be, and that's round 2.
Anaheim saves their best game for last as they defeat the Edmonton Oilers in Game 6 tonight at Honda Center by a final score of 5-2. And they win the Stanley Cup first round series over the Edmonton Oilers 4-2.
And the final seconds tick off the clock. A standing ovation here at Delta Center for those friends of the Mammoth. They certainly have a future, but the future right now belongs to the Vegas Golden Knights.
It's a celebration 11 years in the making. This time the ride continues and it's on to Denver as the Wild dispatch the Stars 4-2 and advance.
On a night to remember here in Montreal. Now they have gone shot for shot throughout this game 6.
Oh, and Tippett, backhand shot. Oh, the Martone, how did that not get past Sheelovs?
Danberg, Kucherov to the net, and Dobin has stopped Kucherov again.
Oh, man. Michkov back to York. York Arista.
Cam York from distance. And the Flyers are on their way to the second round.
What a place this place is right now. It's all smiles as they head off to a celebration in the locker room and head on to a second round matchup with Ron Brindamore's Carolina Hurricanes.
There goes, Roosevelt scores! Gage Gonzalez, a lightning strike in overtime, and we're going home for Game 7.
An epic Game 6 deserves a curtain call tonight. Game 7 in a classic series.
One of the closest series this league has seen in years will be decided tonight in Tampa.
6 one-goal games, 4 overtimes, 4 road wins. Canadians and Lightning will settle the score tonight. We got Jake, hey, slap, hey, Demi, hey, yeah, Mercy, hey, go! Hey! Come on, guys, go to work, it's over!
All right, Nelson, let's go. Welcome to Game 7.
The Gonzalez is shot. Rebound played right of that by Bjorkstrand.
I like the way, boys. I like the way we're rolling there.
In front he goes. Man scrum. Dobich with a stop on Gonzalez.
That's a lefty rebound. And that knocked wide. 2 great carrying chances.
Here comes Point. Gets the shot. Dobich to save on Braden Point.
Solkowski off the post.
What a move. Backhander save. Dobich on Gonzalez. What a great move by Gage Gonzalez.
So early on, you got to think both teams. The mindset of get everything to the net, get that all-important first goal. It just takes everybody up and down your lineup. There's going to be moments where somebody unexpected does something exceptional to get you through a tough moment. That's what Game 7 is all about. Puck battles, wins, and get a goal.
Montreal threatening here. Scores! And Montreal has struck first.
Deflection in front, and it's Nick Suzuki to get a touch on it. And the Canadians open up the goal scoring.
Come on! You go! I go! Kucherov sends it across, and Dobin gets across. Dobin's in front. Big save there. Another shot. Touched up by Montreal. A much different lifting team here.
Something has to give here tonight in Game 7.
You keep playing like this, it's coming. It's coming.
Pressure now for the boys in blue. Montreal on the run. Mister with a shot. Scores! A power play goal. Tipped in by Dominic James.
And the Canadians do not generate a shot in the period.
That's unheard of, isn't it?
For me, get in front of them, or back post or both. Okay, D's, find lane, find sticks. Let's go to work.
Do what we do here, hey? Settle down, let's go.
Not only did they not have any shots on goal, they had nothing going off turnovers, no odd man rushes, and yet through all of that, we are all square.
We are where we are. We got 20 minutes left. Let's just get back to the way we played. Shooter against goaltender.
Caulfield shot to the block. Reload back to the point. Gould. That's a block. Gould again. And he looked for the stick of Anderson. Here comes a shot. Left one block. Caulfield. Another chance. A rebound in front. Canadians with a push. Looking for a go-ahead goal.
For the Montreal Canadiens seems like a sand dial, and for the Tampa Bay Lightning, it's running so quickly. The anxious moments of a coach. Not much you can do now except send your players out and hope they can execute.
Inside the line, Bjorkstrand here. Shot. Oh, what a save by Dobich.
Kucherov shot. It's blocked. It's right out. Montreal is bound for the second round to meet the Buffalo Sabres.
And for the 4th straight year, the Tampa Bay Lightning
with a 1-goal differential in all 7. It's only happened 3 times.
Without feeling sorry about anything, it was still right there in front of us. And we dug, and here we go, boys. The show goes on.
Welcome to the Lenovo Center for Game 1 between Philadelphia and Carolina. The Philadelphia Flyers are one of the best stories in the NHL this year. They faced the best team in the Eastern Conference, the Hurricanes, who yearn for a deep run.
First time these teams have ever met in the postseason.
And the second round is up and running. And anyone who's watched Carolina even once knows the style they play.
Scores! Deflected out in front!
Fast start, Carolina in Game 1.
5 playoff games this year. 5 goals for Logan Stankoven. And the 23-year-old has given the Canes a 1-0 lead.
Jackson Blake with speed, motoring in, scores!
And Carolina up 2-0.
You have to acknowledge the skill of Blake and Stankoven. What a start for the Carolina Hurricanes. Man, the Flyers have just been overwhelmed here.
What an onslaught out of the gates. Taylor Hall speeding in, shot wide from Stankoven. We've got a delayed penalty coming.
Carolina penalty number 48.
Flyers, you see, have 1 shot so far in this game until now.
Taken away by Svechnikov in the middle. Got his own backhand shot on goal. And a save by Dan Vladar.
Started the second period. Canes 2, Flyers nothing. Philly trying to get in gear. Off a stick. Martone drags and draws a penalty. Svechnikov just leveled Alex Bump.
These kills are beyond critical.
Great stick, Sebastian Aho. Drop off Svechnikov. Seam save. Vladar out of the box. Here is Hathaway on a breakaway.
And wild play, DeAndre Miller.
What a great recovery from Miller to get back and sweep that away without taking a penalty.
Juleson tried to escape, turned it over.
Jarvis gets it across Stankoven, scores again!
Who in the world is hotter than Stankoven?
He's got 6 goals in the playoffs. It's 3-0. Carolina.
And look at Stankoven darting right back in and forcing Vladar.
Sanheim is erased by Jordan Staal.
Dominant effort from the Canes. Carolina came out like a freight train. Consistent effort since.
Any whistle, there's a potential for a scrum to break out.
Final 5 seconds tick off in Game 1 in the second round.
And the Carolina Hurricanes take a 1-0 series lead with a 3-0 win over the Flyers here in the second round of the playoffs.
We are excited to get back out here in front of these great fans. Such a great atmosphere tonight. We'll look to do it again on Monday.
I don't know if we're mentally prepared to play tonight. You got to play quick against this team. It's a learning lesson.
Game 2, second round between the Flyers and Hurricanes. They always sound the siren here. And tonight they've enlisted the help of Seth Jarvis's friends from home in Winnipeg.
And away we go as Carolina looks for the high ground, and the fear of loss is a path to the dark side of an 0-2 hole for Philly.
Centering feed, and the shot missed by Jordan Staal.
And that one gets lifted over the glass. Going to be a penalty against Carolina for delay of game. Hooked away by Anderson. Here's Drysdale.
Shoots, he scores! Jamie Drysdale on the power play.
And a heck of a start for the Flyers on the road in Game 2.
But now you've got a little bit of belief, and you see if you can get yourself another one.
And this now marks the first time all playoffs Carolina has trailed. Centered in front, scores! Couturier on the doorstep, taps it home.
And less than 5 minutes into the opening period, the Flyers lead it 2-0.
39 seconds apart. What a great start here for Philly.
The Hurricanes in a hole for the first time in these playoffs.
And a holding call will give Carolina a crack with a man advantage.
Seam, one-timer, save made.
Vladar knows he has got to stay sharp.
Miller's got it. Back for Blake.
Seam, one-timer.
They score! Nikolai Ehlers gets on the board.
First goal is a Carolina Hurricane in the playoffs.
And the Canes cut the lead in half.
Final couple of seconds tick off. And the first comes to a close with the Flyers leading the Hurricanes 2-1.
Never get comfortable, right? Good start, great. You got to continue with a good second period for Philadelphia.
Squeezes pass wrist to Leinen, and a save, Vladar
sits on the seat of his pants and finally gets it blown down. Now Jarvis with a drive, knocked down in front, is rammed with a goal bomb that stayed out.
And look at Sanheim, he finds it and is able to punch it away from the goal line.
Anderson will flip it ahead. He's got a man alone. Robinson moves in. Stop by Vladar.
Now sent it cross, and Anderson got it clipped to it. Still isn't Frederik Andersen. Oh, what an athletic save.
We've seen Freddie be pretty awesome in these playoffs.
The horn goes to end period number 2.
Here we come into the final 20.
And the third period's underway. Martone bearing down. Could not trigger. Anderson got knocked down.
Man, this game is heated up.
Up by a goal with 13 minutes to go in the third period. It's a good spot to be in for the Philadelphia Flyers if they can get out of here with a split.
For Seth Jarvis. Quiet so far in the playoffs.
Snapback, he scores! Oh, Seth Jarvis comes in and makes it happen!
And with his buddies all here in the building, they are revved up as Jarvis has tied this game up.
Leaving, Stankoven denied! Flung it back in front with Vladar out of his crease.
And this game will go to overtime. There we go, overtime underway.
Robinson kicked out.
Oh, what a stop.
Barkey flipped it for Konecny, and what a play by Slavin. Martone centers towards Zegras and kept out.
So often the winning goal is against the run of play. Somebody will have chance after chance, and then there's a little bit of a turnover or a long rebound, and it's a rush up the other way and the game's over.
Here's a breakaway. Konecny denied by Anderson. Hall, strong move coming in toward the net. They score!
It's over! Carolina, Taylor Hall wins it in overtime!
Taylor Hall, what a playoff. The former league MVP is having.
There are your two Carolina heroes, Freddie Anderson and 34-year-old Taylor Hall. And Carolina has taken a 2-0 lead.
Going into game 3, how do you make sure that the guys take away the positives from this rather than dwell on the ultimate outcome?
Well, I think just the belief in the room. We keep hearing we're dead and dead, but the guys won't give up, so that's why I'm proud of them.
14 years since the Flyers hosted a playoff game in the month of May, and they are ready here in South Philadelphia. Game 3 between the Flyers and the Hurricanes.
It's game 3. Let's see who's got the eye. Good time. Long pass. He connects. Konecny put it off the post. Konecny was banging his stick, calling for the pass. He gets it and then catches iron.
Steal by Zegras, threads it ahead. Martone hits the post. 2 posts in the first 5 minutes for Philadelphia. Down the wing. Bump driving towards the net. Forced off the puck. Loose puck. Martone tracks. Passes.
Oh, Mr. Anderson. How did he rob Bump on that one?
Penalty coming up here to Couturier as he knocks down Gostisbehere. He'll get called for tripping.
Svechnikov walks in, shoots wide, Stahl jams it in!
And the Canes have quieted the Philadelphia crowd. It's 1-0 Carolina.
Bump between his legs, Martone on the backhand. Good looking chance. Ristolainen cracks one towards goal and stays out.
Slavin on the goal line. Pulled the puck out as it got in behind Anderson.
And we finish 20 minutes of play.
Long floor hockey to start period number 2.
Ehlers hanging on, shoots, and that one goes off the post.
To Martone with a shot, the bouncing puck, Zegras, he scores! And the Flyers have tied it here early in the second.
What a shot by Zegras. He digs down and reaches that thing and puts it up over top of Anderson. And the Flyers are on the board, and this building's rocking now.
There's Martone making a move. Martone driving in the net.
Trying to go to the net, crashes into Anderson.
Ehlers stolen. Martone to bump out in front. Anderson held his ground.
He had his stick upside down.
Sanheim hit back behind the play. Penalty coming up.
71 Carolina, 2-minute minor boarding.
They got to make this one count.
A diving play made here by Martinook, and Stahl sprung in. Stahl across for Chatfield, and he scores! Short-handed, Jalen Chatfield.
And what a turn of events on the Flyer power play. The Canes take the 2-1 lead. Jarvis driving to the net. He draws a penalty, and then some extra after the whistle. Konecny got clipped with a high stick.
We got Brindamore now. He's getting the 2.
A 2-man advantage for Philadelphia.
Carolina Hurricanes just continue to do such a wonderful job penalty killing.
And Carolina has killed off the 2-man advantage. We finished 40 minutes of play. Canes looking to take a 3-0 stranglehold. Swings it to Barkey. Down the slot. Penalty coming.
Gostisbehere. To Aho. The Svechnikov scores!
Svechnikov, and the Canes have a 3-1 lead here in the third.
Got it into center. Martinook knocked it free, and it's a break. Scores!
Nikolai Ehlers buries it, and it's 4-1 Carolina.
Is that the dagger here in Game 3?
Carolina Hurricanes, nothing short of dominant, and it has gone quiet here in Philadelphia.
The Carolina Hurricanes come into Philadelphia and will win Game 3 by 3 goals to take the 3-0 series lead.
Time to go. Stress game. Over and over and over. Play for each other. Value the time together. Let's get it done.
The Philadelphia Flyers have been caught in the eye of the storm dealing with the Hurricanes this series and now find themselves in a must-win situation at home to keep their season alive. While Carolina aims to become the first team in NHL history since 1987 when all 4 rounds became a best-of-7 to have a perfect start to a postseason with consecutive sweeps.
Porter Martone, short side, shut down by Anderson. Batted out in front. Martone trying to bank it in. Puts it on goal. Anderson sprawling out.
Sent Jarvis to the net. Lenard a save, and he'll cover it up.
For Zegras as he peels off the wall. Tyson Foerster waiting, shooting. He scores!
Tyson Foerster, Flyers won, and the Flyers take the early lead in Game 4.
Centering pass, big save.
Oh, what a stop there by the Philly netliner. Stole by Konecny. Shot on net, and Anderson.
Sanheim, no race down the wall. Sanheim centering pass doesn't reach the target. Penalty coming.
Zegras cuts it front off the post.
Dvorak to Konecny, missed the net. And the Flyers will head down the tunnel up 1-0.
Away we go, period number 2. Stahl with a shot. Save Ladar.
In tight save, Ladar. Beating Jackson Blake. Turns, open, shoots, scores!
Let's go.
And the Canes have tied it up at 1.
Robinson shooting in traffic. They score.
Ladard's not happy. Maybe he got bumped in the crease.
There is a challenge from Philadelphia.
They're going to call it back. Hey, this is the stuff that happens. We're right in the storm. We just keep going here.
And sheer disaster was avoided here in Philadelphia.
Here comes Glendening. Turned half the way. Oh, what a save by Anderson.
3-on-1. Walker shot. Save. Rebound. Put wide.
Pass in front. Dvorak hit the post.
And that will take us to the end of 2.
Do or die time here for the Flyers for 20 or more minutes.
Here comes Blake. Hands it off for Hall. Thrown in front. Scores.
Logan Stankovic comes up with a monster goal. And the Canes take a 2-1 lead as they put some stank on it.
Here comes Konecny. He's on the puck. Centered in front. Bob scores. Tie game.
What a play by Konecny on the forecheck. And the Flyers tie it.
Minute 39 after Carolina had taken the lead. Aho darts to the middle. Svechnikov kicked out by Vladar.
Here's Carrier back to the center in front. Oh, Vladar with a big kick save there.
Rewind that one and hang on to it.
Game 4 will be decided in overtime. While they're continuing this series, where Carolina moves on. Drops it off. Costas there with a shot off the skate of Vladar.
Philadelphia spending a lot of time in their own zone. He gets it to Hall. Hall whips it across. Blake with a shot. He scores! It's over! Series over! Captain Blake wins it in overtime!
You see the guys consoling Vladar. What a game for him, what a series. But the Carolina Hurricanes, they just had an answer. 8-0 start to this postseason.
And the Flyers season is over.
The Canes are cooking with oil, gas, and gravy back to the Eastern Conference Final.
Great job. You're a stud, man. You're a stud. Great job. Good job. Way to bring these guys back, man. You got it. Take a minute. You got it. All right, we're good, Trav.
And welcome to Game 1, Round 2, Best of 7. The Vegas Golden Knights here at the Fortress, set to host the upstart Anaheim Ducks.
The Anaheim Ducks, a mix of old and new, making their presence felt in the postseason. Vegas Golden Knights will look to their big guns to make a statement at home.
An amazing atmosphere here at T-Mobile Arena. So hard to predict a series like this. I don't know. This seems like all we can predict is the unpredictable.
Vegas zone gets a shot through and a rebound off of Carter Hart, but that's brought back the other way, and now it's a break for Anderson as he comes out of the box. And the first save of the game for Lucas Dostal is a huge one.
Lifted over the crossbar by Carlson.
Rolls it just above that crossbar.
It is done for. It's still available. Now the whistle.
trying to say that the hand was closed on the puck. Not sure that the officials agree with that.
Vegas to the ozone. Anderson drops it off Marner. Closing, top of the right circle. Through it, back door. They score!
Oh, what a pass by Marner! Mitch Marner scanning, surveying the landscape, and then he delivers a pinpoint pass. Very further back. Nice wheel around move by Leo Carlson. Tic-tac-toe passing play, and bypassing the shot was Lacombe. Wow. That's a wide open one there for Jackson Lacombe, and he knew it. Centering pass. Save made by Joe Snow. On Kolosov. That's a game saver. Lacombe drops it in. Lacombe out in front. Granlund. Score! The drive by Lacombe onto the stick of Granlund.
The Ducks have tied the game with just 6:03 to play.
Cutting through right side toward the goal. Back door. They score! Barbashev. The Knights are back in front.
The answer by the Golden Knights. The Anaheim Ducks feel as though this could have been an icing. Vegas Golden Knights had other ideas. They just kept going to work. Watch the finish. They're absolutely incensed. Lobbed out by Marner. Towards the empty net. Scores!
From 170 feet to claim victory in Game 1.
Thor and Houghton at the horn. Square off. Set the tone, set the tone. Get your little quarter pound of flex. What a game.
It's a find-a-way league. We found a way to win. I'm certainly not going to apologize for the win. The biggest thing is we need to be honest with ourselves. I think we have a better game.
83 degrees here in Las Vegas. Game 2, Golden Knights and Ducks. Anaheim looking to tie the series here tonight. Here it's Terry in with a shot and an early save just 6 seconds in.
Unreal.
Korzak tries to reverse it away, turned over, and BL got it to Seneca in front, and he scores. It's 1-0 Anaheim.
It all started on the forecheck. 3 Vegas Golden Knights almost below the goal line.
Dostal, who has not been tested as much, has come up with some timely saves. In front, score! 2-0 Ducks. Leo Carlson extends the Anaheim lead.
What a play on the initial pass from Chris Kreider.
Great play, Kreider. Job, Leo. Hey, I love seeing you put your nose over it going to that.
Michael Chukov penalty here to Anaheim. So a big opportunity for Vegas. It was it across for Barbashev. Back in front. Eichel with it. Shoots. Bouncing puck. Eichel in front of the Dutch clear.
What a scramble in front.
You should have seen the Anaheim bench to the right of me. Boy, did they erupt after that. Puck is settled down to the empty net. Score. Jansen Harkins. So he'll get a goal in his first Stanley Cup playoff game. Well, the Anaheim Ducks will even this series at 1 game apiece.
By the way, Johnny, good job. Good job, Pride. Big time.
We blocked so many shots there a couple of times that open net. The guys actually made a hell of a save, so we got a great W tonight.
From the Strip to the OC, this round 2 Pacific Division Series has shifted to sunny Southern California. Game 3, the Golden Knights against the Ducks. This series all tied up at a game apiece. Both games ending in 3-1 final scores. Anaheim rebounding in Game 2. Here is Eichel. The pass, the shot, the goal! Yeah! Let's go! Shea Theodore! Just a minute 6 into Game 3. One of the few remaining original Vegas misfits gets the game's first goal early. Mitch Marner skating into the Anaheim zone. Hands it off for McNabb, who scores! Perfectly placed wrist shot. Short-handed goal for Brayden McNabb. What a play!
Nice little play by Marner. We've seen it a couple times tonight.
Centering pass, Marner flips it on save. Rebound, score! From the left goal line, it's Marner. With 4 seconds to go in the period, it's a power play goal. The fingerprints of one Mitchell Marner in his first year in a Vegas uniform were all over that first period.
And there's Mark Stone. A little collision, a lot of discomfort, and now he's gone again.
Here's Eichel. Now a chance in front, and Marner tucks it home. Vegas goes up 4-0. What a passing play by the Golden Knights. Drops it for Marner. Marner looks, Marner shoots, and Marner scores! The first hat trick in his playoff career for Mitch Marner. Oh, wow, how did he get that through, Billy Husso? It's that kind of a night. Spirits were high here in Anaheim, but then the Mitch Marner bus rolled into the parking lot of Honda Center, and everything changed. Knights take a 2-1 series lead after a 4-point performance and a natural hat trick by Mitch Marner.
You know, people give him all the time about playoffs and this and that, and that narrative is a bunch of Mitch doesn't care. He's a terrific player when he plays for us.
It's going to get harder. It's going to get more challenging. We got to make sure that to bring that same intensity to Game 4.
And away we go. Game 4 from Anaheim. Power play for the Ducks. Went 8 for 16 in the first round. 0 for 11 in the series so far against Vegas. Centering feed. Opportunity. Kick save. Gauthier denied by Seneca rocket. Ducks finally score on the power play. 1-0 Anaheim. To Theodore. Looking for the one-time shot. On the doorstep, Pavel Dorofeev.
It looked like Lucas thought he had it in the glove, but he didn't. This game's tied.
Here's a chance. Granlund shot, score! It gets through Carter Hart. Mikael Granlund gives Anaheim the lead back.
Physical nature of this game has been a factor so far. Tons of physicality in this game already.
They score! Carlson to Howden. Who's hotter than Brett Howden right now?
The only thing is the California sunshine.
7 goals in 10 games.
Power play opportunity and a totally unnecessary penalty. Those are the ones you cannot take.
Gauthier for Killorn. Shot of this shot. Scored! It's in! Alex Killorn!
That's as pretty a goal as you're going to get.
The bad penalty by Cole Smith is a really bad penalty now. Here's Thornton. Look at Mustaine. Scored! And Anaheim opens up a 2-goal lead. 4-2 Ducks. Hart is out. Extra attacker on. That shot is deflected and scored! Tomas Hertl, 29 games without a goal.
Breaks the drought and cuts the deficit to 1.
Dorofeev got it away. Dostal, a big save there.
The Vegas Golden Knights are feeling it now. A bit of a frenzy.
Way pushed by the Knights, but not enough. Anaheim 4, Vegas 3.
What an unreal game by both teams. Maximum effort, some individual brilliance as well.
And the Ducks have tied this series at 2 games apiece.
100 degrees outside. Cold as ice inside for a huge Game 5.
Harvey?
Yep.
Let's go.
Go.
Time to go.
Take a chance. We're gonna make mistakes by being aggressive. Let's be ready to go here, boys.
Right away, eh? We got the juice in here. Come on, Ross. Come on. Rusty, Randy, let's go, buddy. Let's go, kid.
It's a best 2 out of 3 now.
Play smart. Play hockey. Have fun.
Numbers for the Golden Knights. Saucy shot, save! Oh, it's kept out! What a defensive play!
That is an absolute great defensive individual effort there by Cutter Gauthier.
The puck wasn't anywhere near Ryan Poehling.
Hope he's okay.
The 5-minute major and the game misconduct. That's a huge turn of events.
Smith shot, big rebound, Seneca scores! And for the 4th consecutive game, the rookie Beckett Seneca has fouled the back of the net.
Shoot the puck. Let's go.
We got a minute. We got a minute.
Sends it across. Marner, beautiful defensive play. Mitch Marner has speed. Mitch Marner in a row. Mitch Marner, no!
Sneaky Archer Zerbe-esque half poke check.
Dorofeev works to the middle. Shoot it. Yeah! And the Knights have tied it 1-1.
Seneca in alone. Seneca shot. Saved by Hart. Anderson to the net. Dagley. Save. Rebound. Another save by Dostal.
Outstanding textbook goaltending there.
Anderson. Shot. Deflected. Save by Dostal. Rebound. Score! After going 29 games without a goal, he now has a goal in consecutive games. In alone, Viel, shot saved by Hart.
Oh my goodness.
Theodore the defenseman, his front shot, what a save, rebound, another save. 2 more golden chances for the Knights. Anaheim on the hunt. Vegas trying to preserve the 1-goal lead and go up 3 games to 2.
After the Ducks, you got to continue to push. Time is becoming more of a factor here.
Carlson back to McTavish. Here's Gauthier. Cross. Zellweger. Shot. Score!
Yeah! What a play, peanut butter! Hey, that's the play! That's the play! What a f***ing pass! Zelly, that was the best wrist shot you took all year. Beautiful.
And that's going to do it in regulation. We're going to overtime in Game 5. Couldn't make contact. Eichel has it. Eichel looking across the barbershop. Deflection. Score! Dorofeev!
Let's go!
Pandemonium on the strip. Vegas 3, Ducks 2. The Knights take Game 5.
not sure what's better, experience or youth when you don't understand the pressures of it. We're an experienced team. We're a veteran team. It's something that you lean on.
Welcome to game number 6. The Vegas Golden Knights lead the Anaheim Ducks 3-2. Anaheim, a young team, and tonight their backs are up against it. Anaheim attempting to keep it deep, broken up by William Karlsson. He springs a man, Mitch Marner, who's in, and he stops it home. Mitchell Marner.
Oh, what a finish! What a goal for Mitch Marner!
¡Qué golazo acabamos de ver! Mitch Marner de espaldas pone el primero.
Look at the end of this goal. No, not here, right there. Between his own legs to tuck it home at the right post.
I don't know if there's another player in the world that can do this.
Now from Marner, coming ahead shorthanded with Howden. This is the shorthanded combo we've seen several times. Marner to Howden, they've done it again! Marner to Howden, shorthanded. 2-0 Golden Knights.
Shot taken by Theodore, he scores! Shea Theodore from distance on the power play. It's 3-0 Vegas. Penalty against Vegas. The rebound fended off. Centering pass Trouba. Anaheim thinks they've scored.
There's no goal on the play. The puck enters the net from the side.
You can see it stuck under the left side. Marner pointing to it.
Terry stick handles in. Cross ice for Granlund, who scores! Kyle Granlund gets this building something to cheer. The Ducks needed that in the worst way back in this hockey game.
A steal, a shot, they score! A stinging wrister by Pavel Dorofeev. In the right place at the right time, he continues his impressive run. Seneca, nice slot, Granlund, a shot, what a save by Carter Hart.
Carter Hart, what a game. His calm, cool demeanor in net. Dorofeev threw it on goal, and he scores! 2 goals for Dorofeev, 9 in the Stanley Cup playoffs, more than any other player.
And for the 5th time in their 9-year history, the Vegas Golden Knights are on their way back to the Western Conference Final. They do it again on the road, led by Mitch Marner in his first season as a Vegas Golden Knight.
Mitch has been incredible. I mean, I feel like he's had a lot of critics. I feel like he's shutting a lot of people up right now, and I'm super happy for him.
Gauntlet, splendor, crucible, all words used to describe the toughest division in hockey, the Central. But the Wild eliminate one giant just to face another. This year's best team during the regular season, the Colorado Avalanche.
Woo!
The Avalanche faithful are more than ready to go in Denver, itching for another Stanley Cup championship.
A best of 7 between 2 of the best in the National Hockey League.
And Game 1 officially underway between the Avalanche and the Wild.
Foligno will hit the red line and he'll dump it in.
Marcus Foligno throwing a big check on Makar, knocked down to the ice.
He was just looking at Makar the entire time.
Marty Necas across the blue line, enters the Wild zone, doesn't take the shot. Now it's Malinsky, he scores!
Sam Malinsky with the series opening goal. Middleton takes the puck away, whiffed on the clearing attempt, and Drury scores!
2 goals in less than a minute for Colorado.
McKinnon moving at the speed of sound through center ice, save made by Volta, turns it back in front, Lehkonen scores! Nathan McKinnon, an electric factory, and it's 3, Colorado.
I was looking over to see if there's any timeout. The head coach John Hines here to calm things down.
Quinn Hughes trying to get his team going, and he was taken down with a big hit at center ice. The physicality ratcheting up several notches here just in the past few minutes. Trickles out in front, Johansson takes it, shoots and scores!
And Minnesota bites into that 3-goal lead.
Quinn Hughes skate to stick, moving up, spinning.
Quinn Hughes trying to create, and he found Hartman, he scores! What a pass from Quinn Hughes, banged home by Ryan Hartman.
The Wild have gotten 2 goals back after the Avalanche in a 3-0 lead. This is exactly what you didn't want to have happen.
How the period, Stormy, eh? Keep f***ing going.
In game number 1, on pace for 15 goals, guys. Buckle up. Period number 2.
Works it ahead. Chip and Chase trying to get to it. Here's Foligno. Wrap around the 10. Right to it to save. Right to the car. And now to Chusky.
Here goes Nichushkin. Driving his bucket back. Scores! First career playoff goal for Nick Blankenburg. And Colorado restores their 2-goal lead.
You find Tarasenko. He's in a low, made a move to his backhand. He scores!
Tarasenko, a la Peter Forsberg. brings Minnesota back within one. Quinn Hughes on the cutback. Hughes got a little space and he scores! Quinn Hughes, and Minnesota has erased what was a 3-goal lead for Colorado. Nathan MacKinnon full speed ahead, took a tug on the hands.
Much needed power play here for Colorado to regain a little momentum after giving up the last 2 goals at even strength.
Idling in the neutral zone, and then he pushes the pace, walks in. MacKinnon can't hold the line.
Oh, look out here. This is a shorthanded break, and it's Marcus Foligno. And he scores!
Marcus Foligno shorthanded, and the Wild late in the second period have a 5-4 lead.
My goodness, you cannot script this stuff. This is what the Stanley Cup playoffs are all about.
Colorado still on the power play, though. Just potentially even up, but now playing from behind. Shuskin settles it down, takes a look, moves to Taves, wrist shot, score!
And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, this is a tie hockey game.
Last goal wins in this one. Tell you what, back and forth, did not expect this. 10 goals already between these two teams, and there's still another period to go or more.
Come on, boys, here we go.
Press the reset button, let's start it all over again.
Face off to the right of Wallstedt. Landeskog will take it. Landeskog wins it for MacKinnon. Hands it off. Makar. Far circle. Makar. He scores! Oh, hail! Kale! And Colorado has the lead back at 6-5. Shot towards the net. Blocked. Taps it ahead. Kadri. Breakaway for Nazem Kadri. Kadri, a wrist shot. He scores!
Another quick burst from Colorado. 2 goals in 2 minutes and 22 seconds.
The touchdown is good. So is the extra point. It's 7-5 Avalanche.
Ovian onside left wing wall. Squeezed it down low. O'Connor had it bounce away. They score! Goodness, that went in.
And it is back to a 1-goal game with 4 minutes remaining.
This is incredible. They just will not go away. The Minnesota Wild, and they have continued to push back.
A high amount of goals. We're up to 13 now.
Centers it for Natchez. Stick handles around Hartman. Able to recover. Back to the point. Taves swings it to his right. Cale Makar doesn't take the shot.
Makar with it. Cale Makar shot scores! Cale Makar the answer.
Just like that. And as John Hines in Minnesota thought they're climbing back into it.
Number 8 makes it 8-6 Colorado.
And Makar might have just sealed the deal.
Hughes all the way across, broke it up. MacKinnon got it! Make it 9 for Colorado.
Sound the horn.
Final score, 9-6. What a game!
A night to remember. Colorado sets a franchise record with 9 goals scored in a playoff game.
How do you explain what just happened?
I don't know how you do. Yeah, I can't explain it.
Good job today, boys. Hey, we're going to find a lot of different ways to win. Let's be ready for game.
Well, the beauty of the Stanley Cup playoffs is that they often provide what you least expect. Nobody expected a 15-goal inferno in Game 1. A 9-6 final meant a 1-0 series lead for Colorado.
It is a goaltender switch for John Hines tonight.
They go from the wall of St. Paul to the Gus Bus.
Are we in for another barn burner? Let's find out. Game 2, Colorado, Minnesota starts now.
Play through center with speed. Here comes MacKinnon. Racing down the right wing side. Drop to Natchez in the slot. Backhander. Score!
It's a Marty party.
MacKinnon drops. Natchez carries. Roofs it on the backhand.
And the first shot on goal for the Avalanche is a goal. And it's 1-0 Colorado.
Here's a chance for the Wild. Kaprizov's in alone.
A breakaway off the goal. And the answer by Minnesota.
Kaprizov gets it right back. A breakaway that he rifled glove side right off the center ice draw.
And this game is tied all of a sudden at 1 apiece. My oh my.
You got to look out in this game because the goals are coming and they're coming fast.
Up top for Cale Makar. Natchez. MacKinnon slides it in front. Landeskog scores! Oh, it's gorgeous! Oh, Captain, my Captain! And Colorado makes it 2-1.
You're going into the second period only down 1. You still got a lot of traction left to try and win this game.
Nelson guides it up to Bolton. He dishes. Scores!
Oh, what a release!
That is a tough one early on here in the second period. That comes in 1 minute and 24 seconds.
But the Wild quickly get it back.
Hartman the draw. Oh, does he get waffled by Brock Nelson? 2 periods in the books, and it is a 2-goal lead for Colorado. They have been impossible to beat so far this season when leading after 2 periods of play. So Minnesota will have to do what no one else has done.
Kaprizov to Hughes. Hughes trying to shift away from Brock Nelson. He was knocked down.
Down goes Quinn Hughes. To the box goes Nelson.
Critical power play for the Minnesota Wild. We are in the 3rd period down by 2 goals.
Hughes dishes.
Goal line pass Hartman. It's Kaprizov at the back post. Found him, and Wedgwood made the save.
You hear the wedgie chants here from the Avs Baseball Ball Arena.
And now Quinn Hughes. He's hit hard.
And when Hughes is down, he's going to get protected. And here comes Team Foligno. Hughes peels, gets erased by McKinnon, who takes the puck away and clears. Kadri skates onto the loose puck.
Kadri has the puck near the net. Makes a move. He's taken down. Referee calling a penalty.
8:11 to go. This is a huge penalty for Minnesota to take.
Crucial penalty kill for the Minnesota Wild. Landeskog moves it. Kadri cross ice. McKinnon scores.
The Mac attack is back, Jack, and the lead is now 3. It's 4-1 Colorado.
The net empty for the Wild. Pucks have to get to the net for Minnesota. They need 2. Oldie again looks at the net. And he is blocked by McKinnon.
Knocks to the corner. 10 seconds left. Found the Chushkin. Will bounce it down ice. Will it go in? You betcha! And Colorado's gonna steam into St. Paul with a 2-0 series lead.
A crucial game 3 between Colorado and Minnesota. Colorado up in this series 2-0.
This is your first home game in this series. Why not come out and get some blood early? Led by the Foligno boys.
Nick Foligno and the brothers are getting into it. Marcus as well. Another big hit from Marcus Foligno. This time Drury, the recipient.
Noticeable elevation here for Minnesota in game number 3. They are playing on their toes.
Brock Faber skating up the ice.
Led the rush into the Colorado zone.
Right down Broadway, Kaprizov.
Kaprizov wide open, dances with it. He scores! Kaprizov undressed Wedgwood and ripped it upstairs. The opening goal of the night goes to the Minnesota Wild and their superstar.
Recycled by the Wild. Hughes spins to the top of the circle. Hughes now down the slot.
Hughes through the high slot. Fires. He scores! A 2-0 lead here in the late stages of the first. The Wild certainly playing with a lot more energy and urgency. Kaprizov wires a pass across. Zuccarello fires one. They score! Ryan Hartman out of midair!
Jared Bednar, he's seen enough. Wedgwood is out, and Mackenzie Blackwood is going to get his first taste of action.
Allen continues down low as Vorov shoves Landeskog to the ice, and now a penalty. Marcus Foligno does not agree.
Kadri down low this time. Landeskog back to Kadri.
Back down low, Landeskog cut in front with a shot. Ball set the save,
And they score! It's Nathan McKinnon! A power play goal! And the Avalanche are back in it!
The Mac attack is back, Jack. There is collision with Volstead.
Pump cross-check Landeskog into Volstead, and so the goal's going to count, at least for now. 3-on-2 for the Wild developing. Faber to Tarasenko, left side a shot. They score! Brock Faber!
20 seconds after the McKinnon power play goal. It's now 4-1.
As well, and now it's Burns over to Kelly. Quickly to McKinnon, who's out of the box. Driving to the net. McKinnon, he ran out of space and Volstead the save. The fans here in Minnesota are chanting Wally.
There goes Blackwood.
They have it set up with the extra attacker.
Shot by Natchez. Fought off by Volstead. He got the rebound from Kadri as well.
10 seconds. Shot by Natchez blocked. Here's Kadri shoots. That does not get through. Sent down into the empty net by Boldy.
We have a series now. Final score, 5-1.
Tonight was a lot better. Tonight was the way we play. Hard-fought game. Both teams were extremely competitive, but that's the style of game that gives us the best chance to win.
It's a game that can swing this series in two completely different directions. Will the Avalanche put a stranglehold on the Wild, or will Minnesota even up the series against Colorado? Well, we'll find out in a pivotal Game 4 here at the Grand Casino Arena.
Yeah, moving your feet, you're going to get hits, and the Wild were moving their feet early and often in game number 3. There's a big hit by Michael McCarron.
Now McCarron wants a piece of Manson.
42 on Colorado has been assessed a double minor. 4 minutes. But ending.
Critical moment here in the first half of the first period of Game 4.
Dancing Faber. Faber to Tarasenko in the corner.
Tarasenko back to Faber, a one-timer. He scores!
They have the lead. It looked like it was deflected on the way in by Europe.
And the all-important opening goal tonight here goes to the Minnesota Wild.
Trenion's going to take a penalty. He closed his hand on the puck. It'll be another power play for Colorado.
Face-off is one. Rebound, they score! Right off the hop, the Countryman can.
Nazem Kadri ties Game 4 up at 1 apiece.
Russ Colton into his backhand. And a stop by Volstead in tight.
Nichushkin with room. Shoots. Save made by Volstead.
The Wild still without a shot in this second period. Taves at the blue line. Looking for a tip. Nick Robb
Kicks it to his stick shot. Tip. Glove down by Wobb.
moves it. And a goal from the Avalanche. They have the lead. Ross Colton.
That was awesome.
2-1 Avalanche, their first lead of this hockey game. So a one-goal game here, and the Wild have some work to do to tie this game up and to tie up the series.
But Hughes keeps it onside.
Up near the blue line. 7-1 down low.
What a setup by Quinn Hughes. We're tied.
A lot at stake here now. Colorado with an opportunity to put a stranglehold on the series.
Down low for Parker Kelly. Gibby Ronto knocks it away from Middleton. Drury works it loose. One-timer. Score! Go ahead and Sally. Parker Kelly beats Volstead, and the Avalanche have the lead back. It's 3-2 Colorado.
Net empty, and they're on their feet here at Grand Casino Arena.
Center circle sets up McKinnon. Scores into the empty net.
And it's all but over in St. Paul.
Colorado Avalanche right back into the win column. Final score 5-2.
The Avalanche a win away from advancing to the Western Conference Final.
The Avalanche need just one victory to return to the Western Conference Final for the first time in 4 years. But the Wild are standing in their way, willing to do anything and everything tonight to keep their season alive.
In order to move on, Colorado has to have that killer instinct and be more desperate than the team trying to stay alive.
It's a win or go home Game 5 for Minnesota here in Colorado, round 2 of the Stanley Cup playoffs.
All right, let's bring the competitive spirit that's required in a game like this right from the drop of the puck. If everyone's dialed into that, we're going to be just fine here, all right?
Back around by Faber. Hughes with it. Shoots. Turned aside by Blackwood. Now Boldy into the slot. Score! Just 34 seconds in. What an opening shift.
Hey, let's settle it down and build one, eh?
Kaprizov moves it using the wall, and Nico Sturm into the zone on the attack of the Wild. Pass out in front, and they score!
Nick Foligno on his backhand just muscled it in.
The fourth line contributes in game number 5. Backs against the wall. The Wild have a 2-0 lead in the first period. Hands it off. Hughes protecting Johansson. Fires the pass across. Off the iron and in the net.
McCarron in front, and it's 3-0 Minnesota.
A commanding lead here, and they've stunned the crowd here at Ball Arena in Denver. And the official here, Francis Chiron, taking a look.
Might be looking to see if this goes off of his hand.
Oh boy, that's close.
That's a hand. That's a hand.
This is going to be no goal.
Upon further review, it was determined the puck was batted in the net with his hand. Therefore, there's no goal.
A bit of relief for the Avalanche in this first period.
Tough break, to say the least.
Waltz through the neutral zone.
Darting through center ice, Nico Sturm in over the line. A shot, big rebound on Blackwood. Sturm gave it away, through to the back post. They score!
Nick Foligno's got another one. This one will count.
They've got the head start by 3, up 3-0 in this first period.
What a response by the Minnesota Wild.
Great start, man. Great start.
Backs against the walls, facing elimination. Desperation is a wonderful thing.
You got to stay with it, okay? We go get one, we go get another one. There's nothing to lose, so D stay part of it. Hey, let's go to work.
But no surprises here, guys. Mackenzie Blackwood is out. Scott Wedgwood in the net for the Colorado Avalanche here to start the second period.
You're kind of expecting a little pushback here from the Avalanche.
Cale Makar looks, and he connects with McKinnon. Landeskog puts it on net, and Dalston had a bit of trouble with it. Brock Nelson, one-timer, that's blocked. Kaprizov barely making it back to the bench.
Come on, boys, let's push for it. We need one. That's all we need is one. Give ourselves a chance.
Kiviranta back to the point. Kulak all the way through for Burns. Can he thread the needle? He can!
Parker Kelly tips it home, and they've cut the deficit to 2.
Take a breather, relax.
You could just feel it that the Avalanche, with the way they started this period, that inevitably they would find the back of the net.
Donnelly takes a look, open, shooting, Boston the save, shutting the door. Good pass, Donnelly. Back to the timer blast.
They're all sitting back above it, boys, so keep pouring onto it, keep playing it behind them. One forecheck to one chance.
Arriving at the puck is Zuccarello. A bit of a reverse hit on Cale Makar.
They heard him. He right away dropped the stick and went to the bench. He's holding his right arm.
And heads down the hallway. That's not a player the Colorado Avalanche can afford to miss. Tough one.
And not too much time left on the clock here for the Colorado Avalanche, who we're hoping to finish off this series tonight. Favors shoots, and he rings iron. And it's Zuccarello who manages to corral the puck, but somehow Landeskog moved it.
What a couple dandy chances.
Makar just returned to the bench for Colorado.
Is that ever good news for the Colorado Avalanche?
You could use your timeout here if you're Jared Bednar. Your big boys are on the bench. Got the whiteboard. He's gonna wait. Yeah, he's gonna wait. Fleury wins the faceoff. Here's Taves. Now Waugh.
Waugh back up for Taves. Room to shoot. Lets it go. They score! And with 3:33 to go in the third, Colorado is within 1.
Scott Wedgwood to the bench. Extra attacker on the ice.
Abke to goal to tie. Natchez. Now at the circle, McKinnon. Short angle. He scores! Yeah! The back attack is back, Jack! And with 1 minute and 23 seconds to go in the third period, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, this is a tie hockey game. These are the Stanley Cup playoffs.
We've got the 4 best words in sports. Stanley Cup playoff overtime.
Let's go get this thing done. You put yourself in a position to close it out. Let's go to work.
2 dogs, 1 bone. That's 1 period, 2 dogs, 1 bone. Let's come back out, and it's the same recipe. Just again and again and again. All right, let's go.
It's been a battlefield tonight, and so much on the line. The Minnesota Wild on the brink of elimination, and the Colorado Avalanche 1 goal away from getting to the Final 4. All right, Sean, here we go.
3-3. Overtime underway.
Everything you got! Everything you got!
Overtime underway. Boldy has the puck. A pass across. McCarron misfires. What a chance right off the bat.
Stay on it. Just keep grinding.
Advantage Wild right now.
Kaprizov passes across Boldy.
Cross ice. Boldy couldn't get the stick on it.
Angles it off the near side boards. It's Natchez. Natchez towards the net. Wants to wrap around. Natchez far circle. Natchez. 1-timer. Kulak. He scores! This series is over.
The Colorado Avalanche come all the way back. The game winner, 3 minutes, 52 seconds into overtime. The Avalanche win the series.
And here is one of the best traditions in all of sports, the handshakes. And for Minnesota, you knew it was going to be an uphill battle, but they fought the fight.
Good luck, great job, man.
Coach, where would you rank this in terms of comebacks you've coached?
It's the most stressful one that I've had. The most stressful comeback of my career.
Great competitors, great character, gave everything they had, and that's all you can ask as a coach.
Yeah, good game, boys. I mean, you took away and get back into it from down 3-0 like that, and then an elimination game is tough to do, but
Yeah, let's get some rest.
Find me a better series that's going to have better atmosphere than both Buffalo and Montreal.
Two unreal hockey cities. Oh. It's so exciting to see Buffalo here this time of year because it's been so long.
The Buffalo Sabres win a series for the first time since 2007.
These guys are good, scary good.
Playoff vibes there are second to none. It's the church of hockey.
Montreal is bound for the second round to meet the Buffalo Sabres.
Two teams that can fly the same altitude. It's going to be a battle.
Most of us have been together for a few years now, trying to get through this rebuild, and we're excited to be where we're at.
I foresee this being a deep, deep series.
Game one of a best-of-7 series to decide who will represent the Atlantic Division in the Eastern Conference Final.
There's speed and skill on both sides.
Two of the youngest teams in the National Hockey League here in round two, and maybe the start of a new rivalry in the Atlantic Division.
We gotta start on time. We gotta get to our game early, right away. To me, our game, we play hockey, right? It's pace. All right, let's go to work.
Come on, boys. Can we go? We got me. Hey, go. Hey, stop. Hey, buddy. Hey, go. Hey.
Okay, let's trust what we're doing right off the bat here. First 5 minutes sets the tone. Pucks are going behind. We're going to be heavy on them. Let's get pucks going to the net. Leave everything out there. Let's go get this thing. Come on.
We got Benny, Nori, Donor, Jerry, goals. Miles kick.
Stage is set in Buffalo.
Come on, fellas, let's go here. An Atlantic Division final in the Bedlam of KeyBank Center for Game 1, Canadian Sabres.
Come on, Blue, here we go! Either Buffalo or Montreal will represent the Atlantic in the Eastern Conference Final, the 8th all-time meeting between the old Adam Division rivals. Right in front, a penalty right off the bat against Montreal, but it may have saved a goal. But the penalty occurred in the opening 10 seconds of Game 1.
Montreal 48, minor penalty for tripping.
Goal. Tried to snap it short side and pop the mask right off the head of Jakub Dobeš.
Get a hit or get hit to begin a hockey game.
Welcome to Stanley Cup playoffs.
Well, that's what they need from Green White.
Hudson all alone walks in, hit the post. Lane Hudson led Montreal in points in round one. He had 6 of them. Here's Benson with Doan. Score! Josh Doan, Sabres take an early lead in Game 1.
Hudson, he goes down, and now you've got an odd man break.
And great patience by Benson and a beautiful pass over to Doan.
Here comes Cole Caulfield, winding one up and blasting it off the shoulder of Alex Lyon.
That's a good save by Lyon. A couple big boys going at it.
Rister into traffic, dropped down to the side of the net. The penalty coming up here against Suzuki. Buffalo heading to the power play. Shot pass. Oh, cut off in the slot. Don't want to foul. Score! Benson found McLeod and Buffalo up 2 in the first. Grab that puck, flip it to center, and a potential 2-on-1 here. Evans has Newhook off the post! A penalty coming here against Buffalo. And now Montreal getting set for their first power play. Demidov. Final 45 seconds of the period. Into the crease, they score! Slammed in by Suzuki, and Montreal responds with a power play goal.
Boy, there's a lot of fans here from Montreal in this building.
That's a big goal here for Montreal late in this first.
And time has run out here in the first period of Game 1. Nick Suzuki with a power play goal, and the period makes it a 1-goal contest. On for Greenway. He's got Kozak moving to the net. Greenway, his shot scores! Jordan Greenway, the 2-goal lead back here in Game 1.
These fans are on their feet, and why wouldn't they be?
They're enjoying their team off to a 3-1 lead. Cross-checking penalty, a power play for Buffalo. Byram moves in, shoots, scores! Bowen Byram has struck again. 2 power play goals for Buffalo. It's a 4-1 lead. Chase Thompson battling that puck the whole time, turned it over, allows Doc to come in. Doc swings it to the net. Oh, what a goal! Doc, from laying down on the ice, able to chip his own rebound over Alex Lyon and bring Montreal back within 2. Buffalo takes a 4-2 lead with them to the third.
We've been here before. 2-goal lead. Play it behind them. Let's go to work. Let's go win this third period. Here we go.
playoffs, baby. Let's go.
Buffalo Sabres start the third with a 2-goal lead, but right on goal from Cole Caulfield. Down and set up for Tuck, and he put it right on goal.
Let him go. Thank you.
Pumps doesn't shoot, now does. It's there, and a chance for Evans was blocked by Darlene. Dobich to the bench, 50 seconds to go. Suzuki backdoor, put back across the open net. Brown can sense it now because Montreal needs two, and time is running short. Buffalo wins game one.
Sabres are back in the second round. They take game one out of home ice. Final score in this one, 4-2, as they double up the Montreal Canadiens.
Good first game. Power play, 2 big goals. Some key block shots. Real key block shots getting in the lane, paying the price. Al, way to kick. Way to kick. Put that in the rack. One thing we know, we can be better. We can be better than that. Let's go get the second one.
Don't think it was our best, but good win. Let's keep it going. Hell of a match, fellas. This one's going to Greeny.
Let's run it back on Friday.
You know, it's a new round. It's exciting. You get a new opponent, new series. So, you know, everyone in our room was fired up, and I thought we played a good game.
I'm confident that we can play any style. I'm confident that we can play the game that's in front of us, and I'm confident that we can learn from this one and be better.
This is one of the best hockey cities in the world, obviously, and it's so electric right now, and it's so fun to play in front of our fans every night. It's truly unbelievable.
Our game plan is just to drag them out to the schoolyard and have a little schoolyard fight.
It is a scene in Western New York.
There was a buzz well before warm-ups began. Competing chants we heard before the building was full. We're going to hear "Let's go Buffalo" and "Go Habs" go back and forth quite a bit. About to drop the puck here in game 2.
Feel the energy ramps up game to game. You can certainly feel it in the building here on a Friday night.
Here's Hudson at the line. Moves in, moves it over. Score! A shot that sneaks through off the tip from Alex Newhook, and Montreal with the early strike in game 2. Oh, wins a clean face-off, back to Matheson. His wrister scores! Mike Matheson just under the bar, and it's 2 goals in the opening minutes for Montreal.
C&I shot there by Matheson.
And boy, the Canadians, what a start here to game 2.
Puck off a skate, it pops to the slot. Here's Doan, drags, shoots, Dobich made the save. A little battle there between Jackeye and Greenway.
No surprise there.
It's starting to heat up, right? A little bit of hatred for each other. That's just going to build as the series goes along.
Face-off win. Hudson shot. Rebound cleared away. Another scoring chance to end the frame for Montreal.
Man, did he ever get hammered.
Big hit by Zucker, sends Dobson down, but it's Evans with the puck. To the net goes Newhook. Got it there. Scores! Alex Newhook has his second goal of the game. Just seconds after the power play for the Sabres expired. Krebs to the net. Dobich left a rebound momentarily. Is able to dive on top of it. And then with Benson nearby, may have made some contact. And that leads to this. Irate Jakub Dobich gets up.
Was Darlene at the end of it having a conversation with Dobich.
Final minute of the period. Nearly stolen away by Benson.
He's on the hunt.
Benson comes up with the puck. Got it for Darlene, and the rebound off Dobich. Shoots, it's blocked. Got it again. Here's Timmins, backdoor. Benson scores! What a shift from Zach Benson, and there is life in these Sabres. The chant is Benny here in Buffalo. 20-year-old Zach Benson has put Buffalo on the board in a feisty period that has the Habs up 3-1 after 40. Thompson delays. Swiveled himself into the ice, and it leads to a 2-on-1 for Montreal. Carrier and Deneau. Carrier scores! Another turnover that leads directly to a Montreal goal. Alexander Carrier, and it's 4-1 Canadiens.
Obviously a frustrated Tage Thompson.
To the slot, dished it over, and Norris couldn't finish the job.
And he just shattered his stick in two. Looked like Bo Jackson right there.
Lyon on his way to the bench.
Goalie out.
And it popped right to Suzuki, who puts it right into the empty net.
Just like that.
Goals in 3 straight games for Nick Suzuki, dating back to Game 7 of Round 1. For the Selke finalist, Selke favorite, the captain of the Montreal Canadiens.
Chance of ole, ole, reverberated through this crowd that's starting to dissipate.
The ones in red have all stayed, though. They are enjoying and will enjoy the last 3.5 minutes of this one. There is a penalty. We'll see as Greenway taking a few left hands from Anderson.
A lot of these young players have not faced the kind of experience they're going to face in Montreal, because that is something else.
Well, the Habs fans that made the
trip are standing and cheering and ready to head back north. Happy campers. What a bounce-back win for the Montreal Canadiens. They have evened the series after winning Game 2, and the series will shift to Montreal on Sunday.
It's going to be a tough rink to go into, but I think that brings excitement for all of us, and we're all fired up to get going again.
Amazing atmosphere, passionate fan base, feed off a lot of energy with them, and so we got to try to take the crowd out of it right away.
I'd love to shut down the crowd by putting one in the back of the net right away.
Moments away from the start of Game 3 inside one of the world's greatest sporting venues, Bell Center in Montreal.
Game 3 of the second round of the Stanley Cup playoffs between the Buffalo Sabres and Montreal Canadiens.
A city overflowing with red inside and out, but love for the Canadiens is just different. Wherever you play, you love to play here.
Happy Mother's Day from the Cathedral of Hockey. Game 3, Sabres and Canadiens from the mothership. Paige Thompson, Nick Suzuki face it off along the way. Caulfield flipped to the line, but not out. Kept alive here, and a shot. Wide rebound. And Tage Thompson's on the board. 53 seconds in, and Buffalo has struck first.
Well, boom, Chris, there you go. Sometimes you just need to be at the right place at the right time. Lindy Ruff said the one thing I'd like to do is get a goal early to quiet this crowd. Well, wish was granted 55 seconds in. You got to try to get the momentum back on your home ice here.
Slavkovsky along the boards. Great stop, Ryan. Summers in front. Swing and a miss. Got a rebound chance on Newhook. Bumping in front of the Buffalo bench. Unable to thread that pass through off the stick behind the net. Battle for it in front. Jake Evans stop. Rebound. Scores. Hits Alex Newhook.
The fans have been waiting to do this.
Fast-paced opening period here in Game 3. Here's Norris to the attack. And wipes it back. Lane Hudson's got the puck. Here's Hudson. Smooth shot. Ryan has that. Buffalo clears the crease, and Ryan tries to stare down Josh Anderson. Ryan's going to have to eat that for another face-off.
You kind of get a sense the teams are getting a little bit more of a hatred for each other. We're going to see more than maybe we have early on.
One done here in Game 3. Just heating up. Demidov back. Slavkovsky. Power play now. In front. Wide. It's been that kind of a playoff so far. Thompson drive. Bounces in.
A tight game, and you just can't take these penalties in the offensive zone.
Wayne Hudson off that face-off win. Slavkovsky. Played to Demidov from Caulfield.
Sometimes the individual makes the play, and this time it's Lane Hudson. Realizing he's got a man below the stick that can't get the poke check in.
Josh Doan, and the glove saved by Dobish. Too far for Krebs, and bounce back, and after the puck is below. Kirby Talk going to the net. Zach Bolduc.
Man, he has electrified this crowd for a 2-goal lead.
With Melenstein, and a corner. Running Dobish. And Bolduc all over him.
Well, that's an everybody-in moment there, as there's just no hesitation. Melenstein didn't try to stop up. The good news is Dobish is skating around and looks to be okay.
That was on the play. Buffalo number 29 is 2 minutes goaltender interference. 2-minute power play. Montreal 9-1-4.
Hudson. To Caulfield, and Hudson again. He'll shoot. One for the goaltender and one for Uri Slavkovsky. Buffalo's second power play of the night. Benson stirring it up in front of the net. Jeff Pitt on the flat scores. Dalit puts it through, and the Sabres cut into this Montreal lead.
And exactly what you needed. Lots of time to go here.
The Canadiens with a 4-2 lead to start this third period of play. Shot! Back in the blue paint. Roberts with a goal stick. It's in behind the Montreal net now. Comes it again. And Dobish hits it and covers.
The crowd reaction says it all, doesn't it?
Another chance. Dobish for crowd. He Ryan Benson. Sabres still have some life as they go to the attack. And tuck shot. It is stopped by Dobish with a 2-on-1. Delone, cross, check in. And Ryan must have got Smith cranked back up. Ryan got to the bench for an extra attacker. The bounce it up with the net empty, and it's Alex Newhook off the post. They're going to give it the goal on the penalty with the empty net.
Sabres 53 seconds in light of this crowd. 4 straight goals by the Montreal Canadiens. For the first time in these playoffs, the Montreal Canadiens have won 2 consecutive games and now take a 2-1 series lead.
These guys show up every night. You can just hear it throughout the building, throughout the city right now. It's a special place to be.
It's such a special building, special place, special city. We definitely don't take it for granted. Feel really fortunate. And they got a good team, so they're going to come pushing. We got to be prepared. They're going to respond for sure.
What can you tell this crowd?
Ça va? Give it your all. We will give it our all. We'll put our heart into it, and we'll see you guys next game. Thank you. Merci.
I'm not a hero. I'm just me. I'm just a goofy goalie who tries to stop pucks.
Take it one game at a time. We're excited about playing this game. We've been challenged all year long. It's another challenge. You know, we haven't played our best game, but we know we need to play our best tonight.
Our whole group appreciates our fans so much. Outside, inside, everything that's going on, it really warms your heart, and I'm really proud to be a Canadian and play for his franchise. It's awesome.
Montreal looks to fortify its series lead. Buffalo tries to get even. We're ready for Game 4 in the delirious din of the Decibel Center. And a change in goal for Buffalo as Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen makes his series debut.
They've got to try to find a way to get back and even this series going home.
Canadians will have something. Slavkovsky, Caulfield, can't stop by Luukkonen.
Not safe for Luukkonen.
And Samuelson gonna come across, center, scores! And the Sabres strike first, and it is Samuelson.
Once again, it's a defenseman jumping up to make it possible.
Helenius, he dropped it off, gets it back. Helenius in, driving to the net, rebound, and Dobich with a clutch stop there, in tight.
Play is under review to determine if the puck completely crossed the line on the last scoring opportunity by Buffalo.
It's going to be a combination of about 3 different camera angles to try to make a decision here.
After review, the puck is in the goaltender's glove, which is completely over the goal line. This is a goal.
Jack Quinn has the goal, and Buffalo has a 2-0 lead.
So now Marty St. Louis going, are we going to call goaltender interference? He's got the opportunity.
Montreal is using a coach's challenge to determine if there was goaltender interference prior to the goal.
But what a big point in the game this suddenly is.
We've got our second verdict.
After the coach's challenge is determined there was goaltender interference.
There you go.
There was no goal.
You know, you think you see everything in a game. What a start to this one.
Fans getting the energy back, and away we go again. Good battle in front. Evans went up high. Looks like he was there. Newhook scores. He's done it again.
Back-to-back 2-goal games. He's got another here.
And a penalty. Tage Thompson. Now can Montreal make the pay? Final minute, first period. Looking for a go-ahead goal. Hudson gets it back. His shot blocked. Caulfield in front. Scores. Cole. Caulfield,
no hesitation there. And what a huge goal with 12.2 seconds left in the first, and the crowd lets you know how important that one was.
What a period. And the Canadiens will skate off with a 2-1 lead. Well, what happens next? After a while, first period, Suzuki to the net. Caulfield. Now Slavkovsky across. And Caulfield again. And that's another stop by Luukkonen.
Oh, my goodness. You just know the magnitude of this game for Buffalo. You're already down by 1. You're trying to just even this up.
Here's Dahlin, and he takes a high stick. And now Buffalo will go to the power play.
The double minor, 4 minutes.
Double minor, did get it. You look for your moment if you're the Sabres. Here it is. Unreal. I don't think I've ever
crazy bounce that hit Dobich, who didn't see it coming, and it's in the back of the net.
It's where the Zamboni comes out. You could try that 1,000 times. Just like that, we got a tie game. Wow.
And now there'll be a penalty in front of the Buffalo net.
It's going to be Byram with a high stick on Texier.
And they'll check for damage, whether it's 2 or more.
Buffalo penalty number 4. 4-minute double minor for high sticking.
I don't remember a sequence like we've had.
There's Hudson a little room. Slavkovsky and Luukkonen have that link behind him. Here's Hudson again in front. And a one-timer missed by Suzuki. So 2 shots for Montreal at the 4-minute power play, and Bowen Byram back on the ice. Penalty coming up here against the Canadiens. Carrier watching him. Trying to deny a shooting lane. In front of the net. Scores! Zach Benson has put Buffalo ahead with a power play goal.
He just kicks off, turns, doesn't panic, off his skate, on his stick, and a quick little backhand. And he's quieted this crowd with a 3-2 Buffalo lead.
On his 21st birthday. Here comes Jason Zucker across. Jim, oh, what a stop! Dobas with a huge save. Keeps the Canadiens within 1. Wins it back cleanly for Hudson. He shot tipped in front. Final minute. Theatrics. Fans here trying to coax another. Extra tackers on. Hudson moving around. Dobson fires. Flipped away, and the clock runs out, and Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen has backstopped a series tying victory for the Sabres.
Benny, it's legal to drink now! Yeah! Traffic, come on! Okay, I got this one here. There you go.
You feel you're on the battlefield and you're trying to win this battle against this team, and it takes 4 wins and you get knocked down, and the process of getting back up, it's kind of, to me, it's like a boxing match almost, where, the round's over, you talk about it, you might have won the round, lost the round, you kind of make subtle adjustment, you get back and you show some courage, just kind of being inside that battlefield. And I know I'm not on the ice, but you're in there with them. It's pretty fun.
After a split in Montreal, the series shifts back to Buffalo for Game 5. Welcome to KeyBank Center in Buffalo, where both the Montreal Canadiens and the Buffalo Sabres 2 wins away from a trip to the Eastern Conference Final. These are 2 very evenly matched teams now in a best-of-3 series.
The intensity is incredible. The opportunity now for one of these teams to force an elimination scenario to the other. Every shift, every play means so much. Both teams need to be mentally focused and have their emotions in check.
History tells us how important tonight's game is. Since postseason expansion in 1980, with the series tied at 2, the winner of Game 5 has won the series just more than 80% of the time. Buffalo has been a fast-starting team in this series and in this postseason. Rister, score! Another early goal for the Buffalo Sabres.
Oh my goodness, 1 skate, 2 skates, and into the net.
And Jason Zucker gives the Sabres the 1-0 lead.
Buffalo another early lead. Turned over, here's Suzuki, takes a minute, they score! Suzuki found Caulfield, and Montreal ties it up. Howard had to reload. Then Doan scores! Josh Doan got the one-timer through along the ice, and Buffalo reclaims the lead just more than a minute after Montreal had tied it. Josh Doan, his 3rd of the playoffs, and Montreal responds immediately. 9 seconds later, and we're tied again.
What a strange way to start this one.
Made it halfway through this first period. He's in the slot for Helenius. Regathers, he scores! Everything going in Game 5. 3 straight shots have gone in for the Sabres.
Wouldn't surprise me if there's a goaltending change on the Canadian side. We'll see about that.
There was no motion for Jacob Fowler, who is the backup tonight, the 21-year-old rookie with no playoff experience. Now it's Rasmus Dahlin. Takes a look, pass across, kicked out by Dobish. Tage Thompson, middle of the ice. Here's Krebs, saved by Dobish. Zucker pokes it through Dobson. Dobson recovers, puck loose, swatted at by Helenius. Jakub Dobish starting to get back into it after allowing goals on 3 consecutive shots. Has come up with some big saves since then.
Hey Marty, a roller coaster of a start to this game. I mean, how do you assess the chaos?
It's not great to be down, but I'd rather be down early than late.
This first period comes to a close. As the great Doc Emmerich would say, what wonderful chaos we have had.
Look out.
Here's Thompson behind the D. Dobish made the save as he hung with him all the way across the crease. This one sent through the crease, they score! Josh Anderson got himself free at the side of the net, and Montreal has tied it.
Lane Hudson just so incredible, his vision.
Jack Guy got run down by Beck Malenstein. Here's Demonov, who's been sniffing in. Luukkonen, they score! Jammed across the line by Evans, and Montreal has taken the lead. It is a cross-checking penalty on Tage Thompson that will now send Montreal to the man advantage for the first time tonight. They went 1 for 7 in Game 4. Suzuki scores! It took 10 seconds off the draw, and the Canadiens have scored 3 in a row. In the blink of an eye, it is 5-3 Montreal, and they take a 2-goal lead with them to the third. Alex Lyon has taken over in net for the Buffalo Sabres. Here's Slavkovsky off a miss clear. Demidov scores! The first playoff goal for Ivan Demidov, and the lead has grown here for the Habs.
It's a flash screen from his own guy, Timmins. The puck is perfectly placed under the bar and in the net. That's a confident group of Habs right now.
4 consecutive goals for Montreal after Buffalo had a 3-2 lead at the end of the first period. And it is awfully quiet here at KeyBank Center. Snapper tipped on goal by Tuck as he reached out to deflect it. Byram on net. Stopped by Dobish, who takes a swing. Empty net here for Buffalo. Chance for Norris. Dobish kept it out, and the rebound forced out of the zone.
Oh, what a save.
Dahlin tried to get through. He threw a snow shower. He took a whack and then some.
That Dobish protects that crease like very few in the league right now.
The Habs fans are singing here in Buffalo. What a performance by Montreal as they have scored 4 unanswered goals in this one. Montreal moves 1 win away from a trip to the Eastern Conference Final, and they are headed home with a chance to close it out on Saturday night. The raucous crowd waiting for them at Bell Center.
For me, it's Buffalo's big guys, or the lack thereof, really, so far in this series. That's going to be a tough task going to Montreal.
Fun was part of our growth, and I still think we're having fun, you know, even through the ups and downs, and nothing's linear, but I love where we're at, and we always built to be in these situations.
Play for each other, one shift at a time here. Let's go to work right off the bat.
We're good? Hey, boys. Everything you've done leading up for this opportunity, you've done it together. Okay? We've built this together. And the only way you get on the other side of this round, is together.
Alex Lyon will be the man in goal for the Sabres with their season on the line. A lot of the fans, both outside and inside, weren't yet born to witness the 24th Stanley Cup here in Montreal, but it is starting to feel a little bit like '93.
Game 6, win or go home.
Mystical Montreal, the Stanley Cup playoff atmosphere here is incomparable, but it goes to a different level on Saturday night. Game 6, Sabres and Canadiens. Here's Samuelson across. Dahlin moves in. Backhand scores. 32 seconds in, and the Sabres strike early.
Goal, baby.
Just patience here by Dahlin, and that one off the stick of Carrier. And the Buffalo Sabres, facing elimination, get the game's first goal.
Nick Evans digs in and wins that face-off. Scores! It's Arbor Jackeye with the equalizer.
Oh, man. His first goal in 49 games gets this crowd right back up on their feet.
How do you like it so far? Montreal goes to the power play, 2 for 2 in Game 5. Slavkovsky with room. Down low it goes to Caulfield. Back up top. One-timer. Scores! Game on!
I told you! This one is an absolute bomb. Look at the rotation of his body. Gets those hips turned down on his left knee, and he pounds that one right where he needed to.
Make him pay every time.
They're both going to go here. How about Dobish? He's not afraid to protect his crease. Kind of a throwback guy that way.
Half minute remaining in the Sabres power play. Maybe a 2-on-1 brewing. Jake Evans scores! First short-handed goal of the playoffs for Montreal. And there's activity in the Buffalo bullpen.
Hey, we're going f***ing good here. We're going good. We're getting all kinds of chances. There's all kinds of time. This keep playing the game the right way. They'll get right back in this.
And a penalty coming up to Matheson.
Oh yeah, no question.
Minor 4-minute high
So
stick.
it's a 4-minute high stick there. It's been a good war in front of the net.
Into the second half of the double minor. Off the stick of Evans in front. Scores! Jason Zucker has a power play goal. And Buffalo is back within one.
What a huge goal for the Sabres to settle this game down a little bit.
That's a big goal. Stay with it here.
As the siren goes to end the period.
Every shot means something. Even the face-off. We got to find shot lanes. Game like this, we got to do everything we can to put ourselves in the shot lane. Every shot means something. Let's go in the second period.
Tage Thompson, who took the latest slash from Dobich. There's a shot, deflection, rebound, scores! Tenacity pays off for Buffalo once again as the Dogs chase a bone.
Benson has tied it 1 minute into the second, and the Sabres strike quickly again.
Exactly what you look for, something to build off of if you're the Sabres on the road.
Loose in front, Newhook, stopped by Luukkonen, got him behind him. Back for Quinn, looking for an elusive first playoff goal. Darlene Quinn waiting, scores, there it is. Jack Quinn has given Buffalo the lead.
His first goal just shocks this crowd. A lead turns into a deficit, 4-3 now.
Second Sabre lead of the game. They scored first and then gave up 3 straight, but now have scored 3 in a row. And now Zucker's got a 2-on-1 with Helanews in front, scores! And Buffalo's got a 2-goal lead.
What change of this game in such quick fashion.
And it goes from a 2-goal lead to a 2-goal deficit for the home team. The siren to end the second period. What a big one for the visitors.
Montreal has to be feeling the pressure. The fans, the city's going crazy.
Let's go white. Let's go finish this thing. What do you say, Metsy? Come on down, Earl. Let's go on now. Metsy, do your thing. Tucky. No one can stop you, eh? Just me. That's it.
Potentially the final period that Montreal fans will be able to cheer on their team. Jack Quinn back to Thompson. And Quinn Sharpagle scores! What a shot by Quinn! And now he has 2 in the game. And it's 6-3 Buffalo.
And that's just a beauty of a shot short side. And that's going to be the end of the night for Dobich.
So much anticipation building all day throughout the city. And now for much of the faithful, it's just been difficult to watch here in this third period.
Doc knocks it down along the boards. Lost the puck and it's played past Matheson towards the empty net, and it's 7-3 Buffalo.
An opportunity missed on home ice to end this one. Now you got yourself quite a setup for Monday night.
It all looked good for Montreal when they chased Alex Lyon early in this one, but now it's 6 unanswered for the Sabres.
The top guys that really needed to start getting going for the Sabres were able to do that.
One more showdown to earn a spot in the Eastern Conference Final after a dominant 8-3 Buffalo win here in Game 6.
Somebody call the Undertaker. The Buffalo Sabres are far from dead. They're alive. They're alive. And they're going to Game 7 in Buffalo.
Great game, Jews. Great game, Zucks.
Great game.
You're a stud, eh? Great job, eh? Way to hold that down.
That's it.
Great job. Great job. Great job.
It's a business trip, and it was a business win. We talked about everybody playing their best game. I thought everybody played their best game. We got one left. We're not done with work yet. Got to go home. It's got to be a business trip, and we got to be ready to win a game. Real good win. Did a lot of great things. That one there we're putting behind us. Now the only one that counts is the next one. Quinny?
Great win, boys.
Hell of a fucking game. This guy was letting her rip tonight.
Go win a Game 7, boys.
You've gone through a lot of experiences for the first time in this playoff run, now a Game 7 at home. What do you think of that?
That's why I play hockey. That's what I want to do. I live for this.
Winning requires certain things, you know, and you can do all those things right and still not loyal. Like, you might not win.
We knew going into this series it was going to be a long one. I think if you would have asked every guy in here in September if they would have taken being in Game 7, Round 2, we all would have signed up for that.
I just feel bounce back. You come back to where you were. Bounce forward, you're actually further than where you were. Physics.
It's going to be important for guys to look at themselves in the mirror. You know, we got an opportunity to win one game.
Something you dream of.
It's exciting. It's the reason why we play the game of hockey.
There's no panic or anything. I think we're all excited. Just more hockey for us. We don't want it easy. We like the challenge, and they brought their best, and we got to answer the bell.
It's not about being perfect, it's about finding a way.
I believe that this is just another opportunity for our group to prove who we can be.
You don't get a do-over, so you just leave it out there.
It's one game. That's all that matters.
Okay, everybody brings their best here, right off the bat. Everybody going, get on their toes, take their ice away, take their time away. Let's get after these guys. Let's go win a game. Get them going, OP. Get them going. Here we go.
All right, we got Dora, Potter, Tucky, Dulce, Sammy, and Lou.
We're good? Hey, remember, we're picking up the runners, right? Okay. Let it fly, boys.
Trust yourself, trust each other. We got Jake! Hey! Louis! Hey! 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 Percy! Hey! Go!
Come on, boys, let's go to work here!
Oop it. TNT. Lama. Hey! Hey!
Oh, no, I lean away again.
Are you a big man? Look at my big boy page. You got it.
Marty, what's your keynote message to the team tonight?
Let's go play hockey.
You have to feel good for this great fan base. They waited a long time for playoff hockey. The 14-year playoff drought for the Sabres, the longest in the history of the NHL.
Here we go! Here we go!
So it's either the final night or a berth in the final four. Bounce down into Sabre territory. Like Josh Anderson in after it first. Got it loose. A chance here. Goalie front. Scores! Tipped in front. And Montreal has struck first. Phil Deneau with the touch.
Well, there it is again. Didn't make it to the first commercial break. We have it all this series. And that all-important first goal goes to the Montreal Canadiens.
I
believe 7 straight games. The longest we've gone is 6:42.
Here's a chance. Jack Quinn in. Can't do it. Came across to make the save. Buffalo maintains possession. Looks for Timmins in front. And it slipped just wide as Domish is down. Buffalo comes close.
This game's starting to heat up now. You know the energy in this building by the second.
Sikorsky trying to get it back. Chuck in front. Caulfield. Big stop. Rebound. And then stop. 2 great A's. Puck cleared over the glass. Is that going to be a penalty?
Delay of game over the glass by Benson gives the Canadiens an opportunity to try to get a second here.
Lane Hudson can't sift it through. It'll be Suzuki in front. Scores!
What a goal! What a shot!
What a shot, baby.
Who made that pass? What a play, Susie!
Breakaway, home free, and look at it, critical stop. Quinn, good collision with goalie. Canadians trying to escape the period, an outlet for Newhook, and he's going over horn, and 1 done here in Game 7.
Okay, good start. Control forecheck this period. For me, I think it's probably going to be more like you're going to see 1 guy come back. I don't think you're going to see 2, but we'll be ready for 2. Okay, let's go.
What's the second period got for us here in Game 7?
Dropping it, Villeneuve across, Sucker just missed. Hot rebound off the board, Sucker trying to jam, and Domish able to cover without his stick. And now Dome swings across, his shot knocked out in front, a backhand stop, a rebound, and a glove save by Domish to extinguish the fire.
We got another gear here. We got another gear compete. Come on. Come on, Blue. Come on. Come on. 1 before the period's out here.
We're anxious to make some noise. Here's a chance, scores.
Just like that, the Sabres are back into Game 7.
That's as loud as this building has been in this series.
Just gotta play here. Just gotta play. No panic.
Canadians counter. It's Caulfield in. Caulfield, and look at it to keep it at a 1-goal game.
Game 7, 1-goal game. Crowd on the edge.
Leaves it for Krebs, and kicked away by Domish. Canadians trying to get out of the final 70 seconds here with a 1-goal lead. Blues for top short side. Couple whacks. Back in again in front. Off a glove, and Domish able to cover as the ice tilted here in the last few minutes. 40 seconds left. Josh Norris is in. Centers it. Thompson. Big stop. Rebound. Oh, it's loose in the blue paint. Where is it? And and the whistle sounds.
What a sequence, and the crowd paying homage to the effort of the home team.
Over the line, Tage Thompson, loose in front of the net, Dobish again, and the Canadians survive it. And Buffalo does everything but tie it.
What a third period coming up here.
Okay, we're wearing them down here. Keep playing north. Keep playing north. We've got 20 minutes. Lots of time here. Stay with what we do best. Get it in behind them. Go to work. We got to skate. Keep the shift short. Drive it up. Drive it up. Let's go get this thing. Come on.
You know, all game sevens aren't as big as the height, but this one might exceed it.
Third period, Buffalo.
Back to Matheson. His shot off the post. Byron again across. It's grabbed. Dobish was knocked down in the goal crease as he reached back for a puck that was behind him.
Hang it on! Face off one by the Sabres. On the wall, play back to the line for Power. He's got a lane. Power walking it in. Scores! Rasmus Dahlin with the feed from Owen Power. And they turn the red light on and tie game 7 at 2 apiece.
That's a tough shot to make. No hesitation. D to D again. Here we go. Tie game.
Flashing his Norris Trophy finalist credentials here. And the 2-goal Montreal lead has disappeared. Retrieved by Krebs. Here's Byram shooting. And that's it. Was there a whistle? Waved off.
Whistle. It's covered. We pitch for it.
So the temperature continues to rise. Here's a race for it. It's Josh Anderson in. And Luukkonen with a stop off Anderson. Battling for Benson. Up against Hudson. A shot by Thompson. Time running out in regulation time. An absolute beauty of a game 7. We're going to sudden death overtime. And we await the hero tonight.
We got to treat this like a second period. Our changes are going to be really important. Can't get caught changing, and then the other hand, we can catch them. Shift's got to be short. When we get to the blue line, end of a shift, it's got to be going in behind them. And if one guy has to stay and protect, you got to protect. Let's get after these guys. We'll have one there waiting for us. Let's go to work. Let's go win this thing. Come on!
I mean, this situation is magnified in terms of bouncing forward, you know. The obstacles in life come at different time. Got to find a way to bounce forward.
Here we go for the first time in this series. Overtime. Well, it's been a Game 7 classic. Who wins it? With Carolina waiting. Remarkably, in the glorious history of the Montreal Canadiens, they've never won a Game 7 overtime on the road. Trying to drop it. Lost there on the first shot. Stopped by Dobish. It takes a buck and stays with it. Anderson again. Morris, a big pass. Thompson's got a break. With Benson. Tage Thompson for the win. He couldn't get it past Dobish. Some anxious moments. In overtime, clean close to the line, and now Montreal's going to work it out. Carrier ahead. Over the line comes Newhook. Shooting! Scores! Alex Newhook! Olay! 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 And Montreal is going to play Carolina in the Eastern Conference Final!
Playoffs are all about writing amazing stories, and in back-to-back Game 7s, it's Alex Newhook with the game-winning goal. What a story.
Hey, told you. Nobody's hotter right now. Holy
You see the frustration of Luukkonen, but what a playoff series.
Let's go.
Where's my Nui? Hey, Nui! Rights, man! Hey, dogs! Unbelievable, man!
What a hard-fought series, and they saved the best for last. This was one of the great Game 7s.
Buffalo, the 14 years this city didn't have a playoff run. They get to the second round and just fall one shot short. But these Montreal Canadiens push to the brink again and win another one-goaler. Amazing.
These two teams are going to probably get to know each other over the next few years in the postseason.
Good series. Good job. Good series. Good series, man. Good series. Good series, Stalker. Good luck, buddy. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, good series. Good series. Thank you. Thank you.
Dobish follows Ken Dryden's footsteps as the only Montreal Canadian rookie goaltender to win 2 Game 7s in the same playoff year. Unreal.
You should be proud. Dad should be really proud. You're a heck of a player, man.
Thank you.
Heck of a series, man.
I said it was going to be a hell of a series.
I know, it was.
Turned down and down.
I know.
Hey, seriously, good luck.
Thank you very much. How you doing, man? Heck of a series, man. Good luck, man. Thank you. Thank you very much. Heck of a series.
Your guys bounced
It's been 14 incredibly grueling games through the playoffs to this point. How are you holding up?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I can play 40 more.
A lot of emotions for sure. It's a group effort all series long. We had a lot of guys step up at different moments, and we found a way tonight, and we're moving forward, so it's exciting. I think we have all the pieces. We believe in each other. I think we got the depth. It's huge come playoff time to be able to roll all your lines and get everyone involved, and we play with a lot of pace. So I think we're a dangerous team, and we're confident. We believe in each other, so got to keep it rolling.
Oh, man. Guys, I can go down the list of why we won the series, but I remember when we lost game one, what did I tell you? What did we need to do when we lost game one? Huh? Win 2 in a row. You did that, right? And after that, it was seesaw. But that's what happens when you win 2 in a row. You take control of the situation. You know what's coming, right? We're not leaving! The show goes on! Come on! Who's got it?
Good job, boys. Way to stick together, and let's look forward. Baby, let's go!
Well, the playoffs are all for one, and in the playoffs, you have to sacrifice your body. Give, receive hits. You're going to bleed a little bit. There's going to be a lot of ice bags. I mean, you just can't hide from it if you want to win. And you know what the truth of this all is? You're only halfway there. It's the start of the Western Conference Final and a showdown of two experienced teams as the Vegas Golden Knights and Colorado Avalanche get set to do battle in a series that features 23 combined cup winners on both rosters. So they know what it will take to capture the Clarence Campbell Bowl and a berth in the Stanley Cup Final.
Worked all year for home ice advantage. Now we got to take advantage of it. Relentless pressure. We are going to play as fast as we possibly can while making all the right decisions with and without the puck.
You should feel so good about yourself and what you've done to this point. We're kind of the other team. Let's let them see what the other team's about, okay?
Jump on them.
The Colorado Avalanche, they've been the best team in the National Hockey League all season long. They're the favorites to win the Cup, but tonight they'll be playing without perhaps the best defenseman on the planet, Cale Makar.
Vegas knows the odds are against them to start the series, knowing it's a big, rocky mountain to climb if they want to knock off the President's Trophy winner. It's the underdog and the Nate Dog. Game one to see which dog will have its day.
Let's get over and in right away, boys, and get after him here.
It'll be two of the best in the world on the opening faceoff. Jack Eichel for Vegas, Nathan McKinnon for Colorado, and game one is underway.
Veered up the wing, Burns comes down, lowers the boom, and a break. Colasar to the net, Wedgwood up with a stop. And Keegan Colasar broke free.
And then Wedgwood has to fight this deflected puck. It stays 0-0.
Here comes O'Connor, checks up, shoots off the post, catches iron in behind Gerhard. Gerhard the same rebound, he's down.
We're good. Okay, we're good.
The action picking up here late in the first period.
He's waiting. He'll shoot, bucked him to the chance. Oh, save by Gerhard. Off and Cameron right at the horn. This is such a big save for the Vegas Golden Knights. They get to take a 0-0 tie. A real solid road period here.
I thought it was a good road period for us. Really good period. Really good period. Now we keep on checking forward. But pucks to the blue.
Marner out in front, and a great opportunity for Howden. Stopped by Wedgwood.
That's his best stop.
It's been a little bit of a battle for the puck with you tonight. Keep it simple, get it deep, okay? Come on.
Son on the left to the middle. And a drive by Coghlan. They score! Dylan Coghlan, his first career playoff goal. First NHL goal for Dylan Coghlan since 2021.
Make some plays. Keep the puck now. Come on, Barry.
Here comes Marner. Mitch Marner dancing in. Hits it open for scores.
Get right! Get right!
Man, this kid can shoot the puck. And in quick succession, Vegas has a 2-0 lead.
Dorofeev gets his 10th goal. The playoffs, leads everyone. I mean, we knew he was a good player, but he has arrived in these 2026 playoffs.
O'Connor from the dot. Glove saved by Carter Hart. A dandy.
As the Vegas Golden Knights will head into that intermission, and they are 6-0 when leading after 2, but they're going to have to be awful careful in the third.
Gives it to Malinsky. Shot blocked out of the box. Ben Hutton has got it. 2-on-1 Vegas.
Blocker save. Rebound. They score. Yeah!
What a play.
Brett Howden on the rebound on the shot by Ben Hutton.
And I don't know if you can get more unlucky than that if you're the Colorado Avalanche.
And just like that, it's 3-0 Vegas.
And everything falling in the favor of the Vegas Golden Knights.
Come on, man. Everything we do from here on out still has an impact in the series. Let's go play.
Ross Colton in front, scores. Next huge goal. The Avalanche are on the board.
So you're saying there's a chance. With this Avs team in the third period, there's always a chance.
Lots of time, boys. Good answer. It'll work.
And there is going to be a penalty.
And with Scott Wedgwood coming to the bench, it's a 6-on-4.
Aggressive. Err on the aggressive side now, right? We got nothing to lose.
McKinnon right up the middle. His shot attempt stopped by McNabb. Good move to Shed McNabb. Right out in front. They score! Landeskog with 2:20 to go.
A beautiful play by McKinnon. Landeskog gets the bounce, and we got a 1-goal game with 2:20 left.
Hey, I need a shift here. I need a shift.
Anderson can't play. McKinnon's got it. For Taves shot. Hurt the save. Picked up by Elko. Shooting for the empty net. It's wide. A race for it though. Hudson is down. Scores.
Yeah! Let's go. Very fast. Might have been fastest in my career.
Nick down. Turns on the afterburners. Empty net goal.
Wait, kid. Thanks, baby. There's one of them, boys. There's one of them.
That's all she wrote in game 1. Vegas 4, Colorado 2.
And they had to withstand a push because Colorado really shoved hard here in this third period.
2 nights ago, the Avalanche entered uncharted territory. But it's not best of 1, it's best of 7.
We're here for one thing, right? One thing. If we stay with the process that we're working here, where we are with our concept, and we do it together, we will win game 2. It could be ugly, but we're not leaving this building without game 2 under our belt.
On the back end, we got Razzie, Eddie. Up front, we got Pam, Barbie, myself. And in net, we got Kata.
Best of the night here.
From the Mile High City, it's game 2, where expectations are elevated.
Woo! Come on, boys, let's go, let's go.
Trying to go back the other way. 120, keep the pad down.
Keep banging them, keep banging them.
Counter by Fabersham.
Barbie! Right, out of back.
Uh-oh, breakaway Marner.
Yes, Mitchie.
Save made Wedgwood, and he made another one for good measure. 2 for the price of 1 for Scott Wedgwood.
Love our start, boys. Love our start here. Keep going. Keep playing here. Hey, Logan, you came here. You came here. We're done.
Into the corner, throw to the point. Burns with a shot. Doesn't get through. Colton scores. Ross Colton lights the lamp in game 2.
One defenseman who's made a career out of getting pucks towards the net is Burns. He is so good at it.
The Avs have their first lead of the series. It's Ross Colton's goal, and it's 1-0.
We played a good period. We played a much better first period tonight than we did the other night. Hockey, right? You never know what the happens. We put in some good minutes. Stay with it. You keep your belief and keep on banging them.
He got tripped, and there'll be a penalty here.
Oh, there's 2 of them, Sean. Chris Rooney has 2 penalties.
Same guy, 88/88 trip. Same guy. It's 80. You rarely see one of those. Yeah, he tripped. Double whammy.
Olasar back after an icing waved off. The wall foot. The save on Kadri.
Good Connor. Nothing hurt, boys. We're okay here. We're one shot. We're one shot here.
Plenty of action, some good scoring chances at either end. I think this has been a terrific game. Jared Bednar's team, 45 straight wins when leading after the second period.
Barbashev right for Eichel. Closing. He shoots and scores.
Ah!
His first goal in 11 games.
It seems just inconceivable Jack Eichel can go that long without a goal.
1-1 with 10:45 to go in the third.
Heads up, boys. Hey, heads up. We're playing a hell of a game. Let's go get one.
Settling it down, trying to clear it. It went off Dorothea. Michael, the Barbashev scores!
Ivan Barbashev, and all of a sudden, it's 2-1 Vegas.
2 minutes and 7 seconds after Jack Eichel made a 1-1 far down. It's 2-1 Vegas.
And the luck is just not going the way of the Avalanche.
Stay with it, man. Hey, we got one in us here. We got all our lines going. We got one in us. You got to stay on the hunt.
Rebound to Barbashev. He skates around an exhausted Taves and scores into the empty net.
It was 1-0 Colorado for the longest time, and all of a sudden, a 1-0 lead evaporated. What a chain of events.
It's tough. That team's really going to have to dig in deep.
Don't do a double take. The Knights will take 2 in Denver.
And Colorado will head to Vegas stunningly down 2-0.
When you lose the first 2 at home in the conference finals, only once has a team in 21 instances rallied to win the series. That would be the history Colorado would be facing.
Well, one thing we got to remember, okay? We all know it's a important game, but you got to be loose and you got to have fun, right? Loose is fast here. We're not uptight, playing it safe. We got to play to our identity.
There's no place like Las Vegas for your luck to change, for the Avalanche to start a miracle comeback in Sin City.
For Vegas, they'll get their captain Mark Stone back. For Colorado, Cale Makar returns and makes his first appearance.
Right, Stoney.
Here we go, boys. Here we go.
And a race for it at center. Taves gets by Hannafin, goes to the net, take it down, scores! Landeskog bangs the rebound in.
Yeah! Attaboy, Andy!
Colorado strikes first.
There we go, there we go. It ain't cap.
And they score! Nazem Kadri makes it 2-0.
Kadri can shoot the puck. He beats hard up over the shoulder. And this is as good a start as Colorado could hope for.
We got to chip away here. Go shift by shift here, boys. We got the whole game left here.
Here's Marner. Down low again. Dorothea. They score. It's waved off. Garrett Rank waves it off immediately.
My opinion, that's off the white tape of his stick as he bunts this over top of Wedgwood. I think that's a good goal. Doesn't matter what I think. It's still 2-0 Colorado.
And Parker Kelly will backhand it to the line and out. And it's a breakaway. Jack Drury in alone. Scores!
Yes! Great play.
3-0 Colorado. Everything going their way.
41 seconds after the disallowed goal.
Great period 5-on-5. Keep the forecheck coming. Keep shooting the puck. We got lots of juice and energy. Let's go and do it again. Come on.
The Avalanche put a great start together in a great period. Now it's up to the Golden Knights to get back into the game.
Marner shot, score! Stone directs it home. Power play goal. Stone back in the lineup after missing 5 games. Knights now trail 3-1. Opening 20 seconds of the second.
Marner throws it to net, blockered away by Wedgwood, scores! Harrelson! This you cannot do. He tried to pass the puck to one of his teammates right in the middle of the ice, but it didn't work out. That puck should have been directed to the corner, 100%. So 2 goals in the opening 4 minutes of the period, and it's a 1-goal game.
Simple is effective here, right? The whole first period was simple.
There goes Nathan MacKinnon, and this does not look like a guy that thinks he's going to get back in the game.
High slot, Coughlin chips it on, and they score! Colasar! And then a big check afterwards. They roar back to tie it with 3 of their own in the first 13 minutes of the second period.
Boy, he got away with that one. He ran right over Manson.
Down 3-0 after the first period. The Vegas Golden Knights have all the momentum in this game right now. The Avs are on their heels.
Should be a great third period.
What a opportunity here, boys.
Right now, that is your number 1 responsibility, is defending first, and we check forward from there. We will get our opportunities. We don't want to give them anything for free with our decision-making in the neutral zone, and we're always above the puck when we don't have it.
Gorzak, nice touch off by Stone. Backhand score! Yeah! Tomas Hertl gives Vegas the lead for the first time tonight.
Hertl went 2 months without a goal before he got a couple in the Anaheim series.
In the eyes of MacKinnon, say it all. A 3-0 lead has now evaporated.
Let's go. Come on, we can work quickly here.
2 minutes to go in the third. Extra attacker on now, and it's Here's McKinnon. McKinnon shot, stopped by Hurt. McKinnon back after the rebound in the corner again. Picked up by Carlson. Up for Howden.
Howden has been an absolute star in these playoffs. And full marks for McKinnon trying to gut it out there.
The President's Trophy winners are on the ropes as Vegas is going to be one win away from a trip to the Stanley Cup Final.
A remarkable comeback by the Vegas Golden Knights and a total team effort, as is their way.
Good job, nasty. I'm like Corsi. Good job, you team, baby. Nasty, Tomo.
A beautiful day on the Strip in Las Vegas. One end to the other. It's the Golden Knights that have been riding the high rollers so far here in this series.
Everybody believe in one another here. Everybody play the right way, especially early on, short shift, and let's let them know we're here. Michael, get your boy.
The home crowd can sense it. Their team is one win away from doing something that nobody outside of this city thought they could do, and that's sweep the Colorado Avalanche.
Nathan McKinnon will have to gut this one out tonight. He says he's good to go.
Mackenzie Blackwood will get his first start in 13 days. It's a tough spot.
The Clarence Campbell Bowl is in the house. Will it stand its case or come out to party in Vegas? Played it for McNabb. He has Stone on the break. He's got it. In alone. Scores! Opening goal of Game 4 after being the wide receiver. He was open well down lane and got the touchdown pass.
You could see it coming. He was wide open. He was waiting for it.
Now up the middle. Brock Nelson breaking in. Save made by Hurt.
What an opportunity for Brock Nelson to get this game tied up. He's like, what is happening here?
Barbashev. Carlson going to the net. Tipped it out of the air. Blackwood makes a save.
First time in these playoffs, Vegas has had the lead at home after one period.
Go earn it. Go earn it. They're not going to give it to us. Shift at a time. Do the right things. Back each other up.
We'll take off as Nelson weaves his way in. Nelson with a chance. Hurt the save.
Another point-blank opportunity for Nelson.
Here's Stone in front. Hurdle. Backhand off the stick handle of Blackwood. Marner breaks free. Pass back door. Oh, and a save by Blackwood. He's got it again in front. Don Violo. What a save by Blackwood.
Avalanche stay in this game because of Blackwood's brilliance.
And the task gets tougher. The Golden Knights 7-0 when leading after the second period. Carlson walks right into the circle. Beautiful pad stop and another.
Man, he can cover a lot on that. Those are two really good saves.
The Vegas Golden Knights have not given Nathan McKinnon enough space on the ice to be Nathan McKinnon. And it's been a frustrating series.
Down gets it up top. Coughlin. Score! The Fortress erupts! 2-0 Golden Knights with 5:45 to go!
And barring a bigger miracle than we already needed, that should just about do it.
They're going to pull him early. They're going to pull him early here.
Blackwood's heading to the bench. Desperation time!
They score! Tipped in! There's hope after all!
There's still 2 minutes left here.
The net is empty again. Vegas leading 2-1. A win and they're on to the Stanley Cup Final. One last chance for the Avalanche. Eichel sends it in. 3 seconds to go. Vegas goes back to the Stanley Cup Final.
Holy yes! Holy yeah, boy! Yeah! For the third time in 9 years, they're going to the Stanley Cup Final!
2 months ago, John Tortorella certainly didn't expect to be having that handshake.
The Avs couldn't solve Vegas for a good part of this game as well as this series.
This is shocking, Sean, to watch this series be over in 4 games, the season the Avs had, and it all just fizzles away in 10 days.
Good luck, man. Go get another one.
Thank you.
Great luck, buddy. Good luck. Kul att se tillbaka, gubben. Får vi in en till nu. Bra, boss. Love the way you Thanks, man.
Look at the cup, man. Go win it.
Appreciate it, bud. Thank you. It's a hell of a game, man. Hell of a game.
Let's get started.
One more. Now we're going for the Stanley Cup.
How do I turn
You never know, eh?
Well, I'm so proud of them. Now the real stuff starts. I consider the 3 rounds playoffs. Now we're playing for the Stanley Cup.
Best part about the Stanley Cup playoffs, you just never know what can happen. And I think a lot of fans would be able to knock over with a feather if you said that the team from the Pillow Fight division was going to sweep the President's Trophy winners. But that's exactly what the Golden Knights have done.
It was Richter-level scale jubilation for the Canadiens after another Game 7 escape, and now they find themselves trapped in the eye of a hurricane where neither of the previous 2 opponents could get out of.
They played 2 7-game series to get to the Eastern Conference Final. Dramatic wins in both Game 7s, while Carolina has been off forever. I mean, 8 straight wins. They didn't even trail in their first-round series, so it prompts the debate, rest versus rust. Who has the advantage?
Talking about a team there in Carolina, they are so business-like in what they do, and they replicate every shift after shift, every game after game. I think they'll be fine, but they could be vulnerable.
Here we go. The Eastern Conference Finals underway. To the right of Jakub Dobeš. Whitted back. Miller. The tip. No chance. They score! Right off the hop! Seth Jarvis gets the Eastern Conference Final going! 33 seconds in, and the Canes go up 1-0.
I know that first 10 minutes is going to be pretty hectic in that building, and Montreal's going to have to, not only survive it, but come out of it, tied at least.
It's Suzuki on that left flank for Caulfield, along with Slafkovsky in front. Here's Caulfield, scores! There's the answer, a minute in.
27 seconds after the Carolina goal, it's Cole Caulfield.
Look at all the black sweaters curling away from the front of the net. Anderson down early, and Caulfield couldn't ask for a better chance.
What a response in a big way by the Canadiens.
So 4-on-4, it's Aho and Jarvis. And here's a break. It's still Danault in. Scores! Danault, 4-on-4. And Montreal has the lead.
4 minutes and 4 seconds into the first, a freebie breakaway for Philip Danault.
Côté qui affirme, bon coup l'épaule de la part de Danault. Danault qui reçoit, revient devant, Dexter, et le but! C'est un ouragan!
The Montreal Canadiens with 3 goals in the first 8 minutes.
Details not quite there, but maybe they're not for Carolina early.
Away with the puck, now Evans. And now breaking it on Anderson. The deep and the score, Davidoff! 4-1. And the Montreal Canadiens are all over Carolina. Another breakaway goal. And the first period comes to an end in Raleigh, North Carolina.
I don't know when I watched the first period. I haven't seen that ever.
They just got, what's your word when you say you get over aggressive? What do you
got too horny.
There you go.
I do not think they expected Montreal to be this fast.
Battles, we gotta win them.
He gets the pass from Slafkovsky. It is Caulfield off the post. Cole Caulfield rings it up. And now the other way, it's a break. Got a chance. Goes.
What a sequence there, an opportunity to make it a 5-1 game. Instead, it's down to 2.
You're not sitting back, guys, okay? Have calculated read that you're making, and we keep pressing, keep playing the game.
There's a chance for Slafkovsky.
Slafkovsky, Slafkovsky, goal! Juraj Slafkovsky makes it 5-2 Canadiens.
Wow. All the talk about all the rest for Carolina coming off an overtime Game 7. That's got to be a pretty darn good feeling watching the fans, hometown fans, going home early.
It's a tough night. It's tough at this time of year to have those. We don't have a lot of those at all like that, and we're going to have to bounce back.
For the third straight series, the Canadiens have taken away home ice advantage from their opponent early.
Let's be confident, not cocky.
When you looked at game number 1, was this just a one-off for the Carolina Hurricanes, or is this a bad sign of things to come?
All we ever asked, the time we ever got together was what? Like, all you got. Lay it out there. Trust it.
Pretty simple. If you're Carolina, you've just got to get back to the hockey that got you here in the previous 8 games. How do they do it here from the hop?
Chased down by Jackson Blake, slides it across. Dan Colvin unable to get it past Dobeš. Up the board, Slavin steps up. Now Jankowski with it. Out for Carrier, deflected, score! Robinson! 1-0 Canes!
took exactly 2 minutes more than it did in Game 1 for Carolina to get on the board. 33 seconds in Game 1 by Jarvis, and here 2 minutes and 33 on just a deft tip.
There we go. Follow it up. Hurricanes intercepted. Svechnikov tried the Michigan. Unable to squeeze that on Dobish. Svechnikov was the first one to do it in the NHL and almost did it again in the Cup playoff.
Carrier around. Evans unable to knock that down. It'll be swept to the line, kept in by Gooley. Here's a chance. Pass in front. Anderson scores. Josh Anderson has returned fire, and the game is tied.
Horrible turnover in his defensive zone as Taylor Hall went over to Anderson, gave him a little tap. That's on me.
Jordan Staal on it again. Staal playing in his 99th playoff game. Good catch. Off the post. He thought he had it.
Broke it up. Aho, 2-on-1 with Jarvis. And Jarvis lifts the net.
It'll be played by Dobish. He got bumped there. Lost stick. It's up behind Dobish in the net. And he stepped on it.
It's in between his
skate.
It's stuck. I don't remember seeing this before. Right into the strap. He's able to just calmly get it out.
Oh, nice play by Martinook as he feeds Ehlers. Ehlers darts in, spins out, and scores! Oh, a highlight reel goal! Nikolai Ehlers has put Carolina up 2-1. That's going to be on the highlight forever.
I don't know the last time we've seen an individual effort to the nth degree that we just saw from Nikolai Ehlers.
Here comes Suzuki, moving in, and the save made by Anderson in the closing second.
He fanned on it. He didn't get a lot on it. There was a great back check, and now there's going to be a penalty behind the play. Oh, there's the pitchfork by Texier.
That's undisciplined.
That's a selfish penalty, a nasty penalty.
Big kill to start, okay? And then we go.
Aho comes behind the net. Now across, Jarvis stopped by Dobish. 5 seconds remaining on the man advantage. Shot from long range, and then a save by Dobish, and the Canadians clear.
Steven Gooley again. Off the board. New hook in front. Here's Evans. And a big stop. In behind. And Anderson down.
13 minutes remaining, third period. Drop by Nikishin, missed the net. Comes to Svechnikov. Oh, what a stop to Rob Jarvis.
There you can see clearly it goes off the side of the net.
And here they come. Over the line to no right side. Anderson. That's to the middle. Slid off his stick. Loose in front. Jim Hill. Inside. Josh Anderson.
Anderson is able to find the loose change. Terrific persistence as Anderson is able to sneak it underneath Anderson.
Here's Suzuki. Third period comes to an end here in Raleigh. Game 2 headed to overtime.
We've been in this situation plenty of time, right? You got to do what the game is asking you. Let's go, stick to it. We're good, boys.
Oh, their end, playing their end. Let's go.
Inside the line, but Chatfield prevented it from going deep. Back in, a chance.
Lenovo sätter i hårdgål.
Key winner. Second of the game for Ehlers. The Carolina Hurricanes win game 2.
It's a simple case of a shooter beating a goaltender. Quick release, no hesitation, underneath the blocker, over the pad, and just like that, we're tied at 1.
Nothing's really been accomplished other than we kind of trashed that first game. And now we got to really start the series now.
Hello, everyone. Welcome inside Bell Center.
Every game we're here, it just feels more and more electric.
The crowd here, the building here in Montreal, unlike no other place in the NHL. This is the best atmosphere you can have. But oddly enough, the Canadians have not had success here at the Bell Center. Only 2-4 during these playoffs so far.
It's our 7th game. Okay, the noise should not have a factor right now. We're just going out there and playing hockey, all right? All hands on deck, here we go!
He has yet to find the mark in the postseason. The centering pass to Jankowski scores! Gostisbehere up top, and that fourth line generates the first goal of Game 3.
But that is, quite frankly, the Carolina Hurricanes blueprint, and get, for the 3rd game in a row, the first goal.
Suzuki digging in, curls inside the line, feeds it back. It's Carrier with the tip, stopped by Anderson.
That was a heck of a save by Anderson off the skate of Slafkovsky.
Up by Cooley. Milano looking for the rebound. Anderson hangs on to it.
Looks like a heck of a save by Freddie Anderson.
Regained possession for the Canes. Evans steals the puck. Gets it to Davidoff. Here's a chance. Mike Matheson.
Arms working out in front. Mike Matheson in from the line. And it's tied at 1 in game 3.
Good day, boys. Off the draw, Carolina with possession of the puck. Zeloui had an interesting comment today. Here's a chance in front. And they score the rebound. And it is Taylor Hall with a quick response for Carolina.
And you've got help coming for Montreal. I think it was Kate Gooley. And Hall was strong on his stick after that great save from Dobish to give Carolina back the lead.
Gostisbehere cutting wide. On a penalty. Play is stopped. It's a slash in the offensive zone. It will go against the Canes.
Sur l'avance. Il décide de remettre pour Caulfield. Loin derrière. Il y a Arsenault qui a le territoire.
Hockey is about giving and going. And it really doesn't get any better than that.
Suzuki knocked that down, and a toe stop there by Anderson. On Slafkovsky, redirected, and Anderson had to be terrific on that.
Gostisbehere cutting for the net. Ehlers gets it to him with a save. On the redirect by Dobish.
Two great bad saves by either goaltender.
Getting his way in, trying to get to the net. To Dobish.
And a penalty will be assessed
There's going to be a penalty on Evans, too.
You can tell Walker was going to the net no matter what. Didn't try to let up.
Noah Dobson looking for his first Stanley Cup playoff goal. Here he comes. In front. Scores!
Carolina is challenging to play for offside prior to the goal.
His blade is just barely touching there, but he's not touching the puck. No. If you go another second, then I think this is coming back.
Play was determined to be offside. We have no goal.
Wow, what a by a fraction offensive swing that is.
It's not offside. It's not offside.
And for the second straight game, the Canadiens and the Hurricanes will lead overtime.
Picked up here by Lane Hudson. Circles around center. Hudson already with one Game 3 overtime winner through the middle. Here is Suzuki's shot.
Oh, he put it wide of the net.
Get away, swung to the line, kept in by Matheson. Here's Matheson, and the shot off the bar and out.
Here's Aho, now Svechnikov. Cross ice, in front, Aho. Couldn't get the stick on it.
Late man, Chatfield, glanced off the shoulder of Dobish and out. Slafkovsky unable to control the count. No, the Canadiens are going to get away with one, or are they? Too many men.
Hey, whatever happens, let's keep going. If they're not giving the penalty here, that's a huge break.
Well, if you're Montreal, you got to take advantage of it, right? You don't often get those.
It's coming, boys. Come on.
Svechnikov with it, trying to beat both Hudson and Dobson. Svechnikov will hang on to the puck. Send across. Jarvis has to settle it. He'll get it right back. A chance. They score! They score! Andrei Svechnikov wins it in overtime! And the Hurricanes have silenced the Bell Center. And have taken a 2-1 series lead here in the Eastern Conference Final.
What can you say? What can you say? You guys just keep stacking memories for each other and for this old guy right here. So I love it. Enough from me. Who's got the rope?
Keep it rolling, boys! Game number 4 of the Eastern Conference Final. If Carolina can find a way to win tonight, they will come back to Raleigh for game number 5 with a 3-1 series lead. It won't be easy.
How do we do it? Embracing the hard. Let's go make it hard.
Tonight, you bring the weather, okay? With the pace, you and the predictability, all right? We got to get on a run here.
Takes the scenic route, got a puck goal from Chatfield, and they're going to call it. And now Montreal will get its first power play of the night.
There's Hudson, down low, picked out by Anderson. Davidoff shooting one, saved by Anderson. Suzuki slides it across for Davidoff. Now Caulfield, Davidoff shoots, couldn't get it through.
Slavin with the block.
And a diving clear.
That's going to be a penalty.
Another opportunity to get something going.
After full deuce. And a penalty coming against Montreal. 4-on-4, and then the second power play of the night for Carolina.
Now a power play for Carolina. Their second of the game, shot by, oh, he scored!
Yeah! Woo! There it is! Their first power play goal of this series, and Sebastian Aho delivers it. It's 1-0 Hurricane.
Up high, crisscrossing there with Miller. DeAndre Miller on the move. Escaped it in, and it's 2-0.
It's just a beauty of a pass here by Miller, right? Tape to tape. He doesn't really even see this puck. He just feels it, gets enough of it in his bottom hand.
He's Evans in the slot. It's Hudson blocked. Down went Gostis Bear, and away goes Blake. 2-on-1 with Stankoven. Jackson Blake. Stankoven scores, and it's 3-0. Carolina.
3 goals in 2 minutes, 47 seconds for the Hurricanes.
Is Montreal physically and mentally hit a wall right now with all the hockey that they played in the last 6 weeks?
They looked exhausted. They were a step behind. I think they completed more passes on the tape to Carolina Hurricanes than they did their own team there.
Steelers shaking up.
Matheson and him came together right in front of Dobish. And Deneau with a cross check right in the face of Stahl. Terrible penalty by Philip Deneau. This can't happen.
Back to the line, Hudson through Suzuki. Another chance. Anderson with a big stop. Well, Josh Anderson left in front, and Anderson's got that.
Anderson beside himself, now taking a couple of free shots afterwards. Maybe a little frustration.
But now Anderson and Chatfield, and we've got another scrum going on the near side. And it's kind of picked up their team one more time late in the third period. Probably thinking if we can get one,
we get going, right? That just hasn't happened.
Cross Suzuki. A look here, and Anderson doesn't blink.
First shot of the period by Montreal. 17 minutes in.
They're going to give the Canadian version of the Bronx cheer.
Go take the face off. Bring Dobbs. Hey!
Oh, now he's going to get another chance, and here we go, coming in, bingo! Mr. Empty Netter, Andrei Svechnikov puts the cherry on top of the sundae. It's 4-0 Carolina here in Montreal.
This was a determined road effort right from the get-go.
Just can't help but wonder how much gas is left in the tank for the Canadians. Certainly some frustration, and thought to myself, where was maybe some of this earlier from the Canadians?
Fourth one's always the hardest one to win, so it's going to be a brand new challenge, brand new game, and we're going to have to learn from this next game and find a way to close it out.
It's Game 5 of the Eastern Conference Final, and nothing's guaranteed.
Well, what's more to be said when your season is on the line?
This is a team that's 7-3 on the road in the postseason. They faced elimination twice. Game 7s both times on the road, and they won. So mentality, it's there for them. Carolina has waited a long time. They won the Cup in 2006. They've been hearing about how they can't get past the conference final round, and now one win away from heading to that Stanley Cup final.
Game 5 underway, and then he stripped of the puck. And the first attempt was 6 seconds in by Jackson Blake, missed the net.
I really just don't understand the lack of preparation on the Canadian players. It's like they're surprised. They're not ready to play the minute the puck drops.
Jackson Blake brings it back in. Here's Blake. Stankoven to the net.
Looking at maybe a goaltender interference.
Going to be an interesting one. Stankoven on the blocker of Dobish right after he makes the play. He goes over and he doesn't allow Dobish to get settled and through. And I think this is just for Marty St. Louis. Take the risk.
After coach's challenge video review, it was determined that there was no goaltender interference. Therefore, we have a goal.
I was 100% sure this was going to be goal interference.
Scooped in behind the net. Taylor Hall's on it. The goal scorer for Carolina. Pass to Stankoven.
Logan Stankoven continues to just find the back of the net. His 9th of the postseason. 2-0 Carolina.
What can they do differently from this swarm that is completely engulfing them? Do you simply start flying the zone? You take risks, but you're already not getting shots. You're already down. Maybe that's what you do. You go for it. Get guys behind Carolina like you did in Game 1.
Look out. The outlet pass chased out by Robinson. He scores! Eric Robinson with his 3rd goal of the series. For the 2nd straight game, the Hurricanes take a 3-0 lead in the first period. Off a giveaway. Late chance for Montreal. A block shot by Miller. What a play! DeAndre Miller blocking the Lane Hudson attempt as the first period comes to an end.
It's a reset. We go win the period with the exact same mindset. Put it on him. Let's go. Stay above the puck. Come on.
Well, now great play to bank this one off in a break for Carolina. It's Hall. Hall coming in. Backhand. Dobich. Blake to the rebound. He scores! Oh, the Hurricanes are just pouring it on.
Costas pair remains in. He's at the side of the net. Looking for the it's a power play goal. 5-0.
Here's Aho with Jarvis. Seth Jarvis. Score! Into the empty net. It is now 6-1.
Cup final sound here.
They finally cleared the hurdle. This group of Carolina Hurricanes. They win the series 4-1, answering all of the questions and closing the book on all of the doubters. Get ready, folks. Lord Stanley is going to be paying a visit to Carolina.
We know we've been going through this for 8 years. Super proud of every one of you guys. I know we got one more race, but I want you guys to make sure we take it all in, enjoy it. This is what a team looks like right here.
What do you remember about that night 20 years ago? I just remember feeling the piano come off my back, which was really weird. You didn't realize it was there. And I still remember it now. When I think about it, you get goosebumps. And that's the important thing you're trying to impose upon your group is nobody remembers who comes second. You got to finish this race.
It's the hardest trophy to win, but it's really hard to get in to try to win.
For the first time since 2006, the Carolina Hurricanes are heading to the Stanley Cup Final.
Some great players and some of the best coaches in our game haven't gotten there.
Vegas goes back to the Stanley Cup Final.
To get back. It's one of the hardest things to do when you're in it. Make sure you're in it because you may never get back there. I can't explain the feeling of having another opportunity to do it.
It means everything. This is what I've dreamed of since I picked up a hockey stick. I've played in the Stanley Cup Finals in my head 3,000 times since I was about 7 years old. So to be here in this moment with this group of guys, I mean, we're competing for the Stanley Cup with 20 of my best friends. I can't ask for anything more.
What an opportunity for our whole group. The goal for every team at the beginning of the season is to win and be the last team standing, and that was our goal in training camp, and here we are, right? Really tough test ahead of us with Carolina. They're a great team, and we think super highly of them.
We have to play unbelievably well to be able to beat Vegas. They're a great team. It's going to be a great challenge.
This has the potential to be a long series. There's been a lot of comebacks in the playoffs. There's been a lot of lost leads, and if we don't end up having a good start, we have the group to regroup and get back after it.
Second time around for me, third time around for some of the other guys, but still feels the same, still the same excitement, excited another opportunity to compete for the Stanley Cup.
The guys truly believe that if we do play the way we're supposed to, we'll have a great chance to win. And each scar, each moment drives the hunger even deeper into you, I think. And being a part of this core and all those scars that we've gone through just brings that care factor for each other that, you know, we want it for each other that much more.
A lot of our team has traveled this road and found a way to win.
I'm just thrilled for the guys to have this opportunity now. This is where we've thought we should be for a long time, and it's just been a long road, and it feels like for 8 years we've been talking about getting this chance. So we're finally here, and we want to make the most of it.
This is the Stanley Cup Final tonight inside Lenovo Center in Raleigh, North Carolina. It's Game 1 between the Vegas Golden Knights and the Carolina Hurricanes for what should be an epic final between two teams that have rolled through the first 3 rounds of these playoffs.
Just keep it simple. They're going to start hard. We're not going to absorb it. We're going to start hard. Let's get right at them. We're not testing waters. We are diving in right away and get to our game. All right? Let's be ready to go here now, boys.
Let's go, Jacko. All right, boys. It's been a hell of a ride. Let's keep it going. 4 more here. Let's go. On the back end, we got Big Brennan. Hey. We got Tio. Hey. Up front, we got Pav. Hey. We got Barbie. Hey. We got myself. Hey. And in net, we have Kata.
Okay, man. Just like every game we've played all year long, we focus on our 50-50s, every shift. Get to the stress game, over and over and over, shift at a time, and then trust. Trust your abilities, that guy here in this seat right now. Trust the game that we play, but more importantly, trust the guy sitting beside you. We've been doing that all year too. Here we go. Let's go. Come on. Come on.
Start up front, we got Steeler! Marty! Boy! Back end, we got Slapple! Johnny! And Brady, look at it!
Vegas 12-4 in these playoffs. They rolled in here having won 6 in a row, including that stunning sweep of Colorado in the Western Conference Final. Carolina 12-1 in these playoffs. They've given up more than 2 goals only once. They do it with speed and relentlessness. They attack you all over the ice. In his 8th season, they're in the Stanley Cup Final under Coach Brind'Amour for the first time.
Please welcome the Stanley Cup. And the Rockets are ready.
Third Stanley Cup Final appearance for each franchise. For Vegas, it's 3 in 9 seasons in their existence. For the Hurricanes, it's 3 in 46 years.
Welcome to Game 1 of the 2026 Stanley Cup Final. Take a look around, boys. What's better than this?
The Stanley Cup Final is underway. Makes it 1-0 Canes, 25 seconds in.
The Stanley Cup opens up and this place erupts. There's no building out of pure fan noise that is as loud as this one.
Now Stankoven down low, and Slavin hit the goal post.
There's been no room yet for Vegas. Carolina's had the puck about 10 of the first 12 minutes, it feels like. Everything up the ice, moving up the ice with speed.
Here's Ehlers again alone. Ehlers scores! Nikolai Ehlers, both goals, and it's 2-0.
We will get our opportunities. Keep your patience here. We got plenty of hockey left, right? Now, come on, come on.
McNabb to Theodore, they score! Yeah! Might have been deflected out in front. Big response by Vegas.
Oh, they're going to say this went off the Carolina defender, but this is what Vegas can do.
Got blocked by Chatfield. Played ahead to Slavin. Another breakaway. Stankoven.
That's a big stop for Carter Hart.
That'll be it for period 1.
Keep believing in how we're playing. We're okay. You let's get a good.
What do you say here, huh? Chip to the time. A lot of ball, eh?
Lines up back near the point. Martin couldn't push it out. Now they score! Ivan Barbashev off the setup. Jack Eichel.
30 seconds into period 2. It's 2-2, and it doesn't matter about Carolina's quick start anymore.
Take it right to the net front. Now he centers, and they score! William Karlsson gives Vegas the lead.
2 quick Vegas goals at the start of this period.
Come on, Mike.
We're playing here, boys.
Martin couldn't play it in, then Hanifin whiffed on the clear, and they score! Jordan Staal takes advantage of the giveaway to tie the game at 3.
The Carolina captain in his 20th year makes no mistake. It's 3-3, and the building comes alive again.
Come on, White.
We are the best third period team in the league.
Hell yeah.
All right, don't be denied here. Don't be denied. But you got to do it together, and you got to do it with discipline. Come on, let's get this done.
McNabb for Theodore. Nice move. Down low. They score! Tipped in by Brett Howden. And it's 4-3 Vegas.
Howden's got his 11th of the playoffs, and Vegas has the lead again.
Played in by Jeremy Lauzon.
Well, they called an icing here. The Vegas bench jumped up immediately. So now it's an offensive zone face-off. Carolina's got their top-scoring line out here for it.
The puck worked toward the slot. Gostisbehere scores! Shane Gostisbehere has tied it at 4.
Man, this has turned into one crazy game.
The Dandy to start this Stanley Cup Final.
Now you got to regroup again.
Will be the hero of Game 1. Could well be next goal wins in a 4-4 tie. Centering pass, Jarvis, robbed by Carter Hart. A Dandy to keep it tied at 4. Hurdle into the dot to says it's back for Hurdle. He scores! Tomas Hurdle! And it's 5-4 Vegas with 3:24 to go. Palpable anxiety here at Lenovo Center now. The net is empty. The extra attacker is on. Does Carolina have the answer again in a classic Game 1? Ehlers, Gostisbehere has room. Gostisbehere stopped by Hart. With 5.6 to go, the Hurricanes will get another offensive zone face-off. Nikishin under the Vegas Golden Knights win Game 1 possession. Their 7th straight win in these playoffs. 5-4 is the final.
And they get it done when the chips are on the line here. Marner's going to try and block it, and it ends up hitting him in the knee, and it's a good thing it does, because this puck is labeled past Marner on the blocker side. A block by Vegas, and a win on the road in Game 1.
I got picked too hard. I got it. Go, bro, buddy.
Yeah,
let's go. Great job. I got you. Beautiful. Come on. It's a work of art.
Mitch block it, it's almost bigger than any goal. Everybody just chip in with everything, and it's time of the year, you need everything.
What up, block? Buddy, great job. Great job, buddy. Hell yeah.
We were right there. We made a few mistakes that we got to try to clean up, and we've got to have a little better execution. Again, you're not winning this thing if you have those kind of errors and lack of execution.
A ton of confidence in this group. We bounced back before. We felt like we were right there tonight, so just clean up a few things and move on from it.
Tonight from the Lenovo Center in Raleigh, North Carolina, Game 2 of the Stanley Cup Final between the Vegas Golden Knights and the Carolina Hurricanes. Vegas leads 1-0 after that thrilling come-from-behind 5-4 win. It was the first time in the history of the Stanley Cup playoffs that a road team came from multiple goals down to win a Game 1.
This is effort-based, simple. We don't need to talk anymore about how we play. It's about our will, okay? Let's be ready to go here, boys.
Let's make it happen, boys, hey? We're here. Let's yearn to be here. Let's make it happen. Let's go.
And the siren sounder tonight is Cam Ward, who is a rookie goalie when Carolina won its only Stanley Cup back in 2006. And the atmosphere is electric again tonight. Vacation moved it off, out in front. Hall! Stopped at point-blank range. The puck is free of the blue paint. The crowd loves the pressure. Dropped it back. Ehlers a drive, and that one hurt McNabb. He took it in the face.
Advance the puck! We gotta advance the puck. We're trying to too many. Bumping it back to your partner. Advance the puck.
Carolina's been a fast-starting team. Here's Howden. He scores! Got free from the defense and scored again. His 12th of the playoffs. 1-0 Vegas. Here's Aho. Follow-up shot and a great chance. This line snake bit for Carolina.
Okay, it's a good period. We just got to go right back at it here, boys. Come on. Get right back on the hard bus here. Let's go.
That was their period. You knew they were coming. We're up 1-0, right? Now let's get our patience and let's get on the wall and play there, all right? Come on, ready to go now.
Keep chopping here. Let's go.
We're in the second period. 1-0 Vegas trying to go up 2 games to none. Skated ahead. There's a shot by Aho, stopped by Hart. Great chance, shorthanded. Final seconds of the penalty. Here's Howden at even strength, and he scores! Brett Howden again! 2-0 Vegas!
Man, what an unbelievable play. Twice we've seen the strength of Howden. Here he protects the puck on one of the game's best in Jacob Slavin. Vegas, they've got a 2-0 lead. 2 goals by Brett Howden here in Game 2.
You can feel the anxiety in this crowd. They're the best home team in the league. Have lost back-to-back home games only twice all season.
And they haven't faced really any adversity in this playoff. Now all of a sudden this road gets short in a hurry.
Here's Aho! Still nothing behind Carter Hart. Vegas will take a 2-0 lead for the final 20 minutes. Carolina, first time they've been scoreless through 2 periods in 49 games. They're not used to this.
This is how it feels, hard. This is how it's supposed to be. It's grind, okay? We get a greasy one that turns this whole thing around here, boys. Come on.
Get it done here. Everybody's going to chip in. Everybody's going to give. Everybody has to have the will to do the things in the battles now, right? We're ready to go now. Come on.
You can't reinvent your team. You can only be what you are. Carolina's a pressure team, and they have to find a way to pressure Vegas's 5 defensemen.
Ehlers a blast. Miller firing toward an empty net. Crowd on their feet now as the Canes are pressing. 1 scoring chance in each of the last 2 periods for Carolina. Vegas on lockdown defensively. It's jammed to the net front, and they score! Logan Stankoven. Carolina on the board and a long way to go. 9:40 remaining.
That is one of those hundreds of one-on-one battles. The energy and effort of Stankoven has put Carolina back in this game. It's 2-1.
Momentum on the side of Carolina trying to tie the game now. Most of the fans standing. More than 18,000 on hand as usual. 168 straight sellouts here. The crowd fully engaged. It's wedged out by Robinson, played down by Carrier. They're onside. Jankowski scores! Mark Jankowski has tied the game.
Carrier keeps it alive. Jankowski's first of
2 minutes and 26 seconds. Barbashev took it away. Stopped. Freddie Anderson sprawls and stops the wraparound. The puck looks like it wound up in the net, but the whistle is blown.
The call on the ice is no goal, okay, for goalie interference. Hold on. That the goalie was pushed into the net. We're going to look at it. If it crossed the line and you can challenge if you think there's no goalie interference, okay? Vegas is using their coach's challenge to determine if there was no goaltender interference.
Wow, 5 minutes to go. This is an enormous decision that will be handed down.
The referee said there was goaltender interference here. Vegas, they disagree with that call, so they challenged. Risky challenge, because if they're wrong, then they're going to be down 2 minutes for delay of game.
After a review of call on the ice stands, we got no goal. Las Vegas.
Well, it was a big risk taken by John Tortorella. Is this the time the Carolina power play finally comes to life? Cross ice it comes. Gostisbehere gave it back to Svechnikov. Gostisbehere scores! Sent it toward the net. Tipped in by the captain, Jordan Staal. An incredible sequence of events. And Carolina leads for the first time tonight.
What an extraordinary late third period this has become.
Game 2, a classic just like Game 1. The net is empty, so now it's 6-on-5. Marner sends it toward the net. They score! Mark Stone knocks it in. Unbelievable! It's a 3-3 game with 1:21 to go. Chatfield through a crowd, and Hart had to make a right pad save. Now here's Marner, one-on-one on Chatfield. Well defended. Here's Stone again. Backhand kicked out by Anderson, and we're heading to overtime. Wow.
Let's go fucking end it, boys.
Everybody wants to be in this moment. This is what it's about, right? Unbelievable coming back to tie it up there. Now we need one more play by playing the right way, all right? Let's get it done, boys. Come on.
Obviously, if you have room to skate, great, but it is probably not going to be a lot of room. That's just all we got to keep doing is winning the 50s, gain territory, keep doing what we're doing. Do not let go of the rope, boys. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Let's not forget the series as well as 1-0. The importance of this overtime for Carolina. The comeback's great and all that, but they need this. Vegas already has a win in their pocket.
Hurdle got smushed by Jarvis. And there is going to be a penalty here against the Vegas Golden Knights for a trip. Here's Svechnikov and Aho. These gentlemen would quiet all the critics wondering where they've been if they score the game winner in overtime. They score! Seth Jarvis quiets the critics and ignites the crowd.
Hart just can't get there. A remarkable third period and overtime, and Carolina has evened this series as we head back to Vegas.
Seth Jarvis, the 24-year-old from Winnipeg. Like Aho and Svechnikov, quiet until it mattered most.
Just enjoying the moment, enjoying it with my best friends, the crowd. Whatever happens, just stay composed, stick with it. That goal near the end of the third could have really derailed us, but our leaders did a great job keeping us composed. They said when it was 2-0, would you kill to be in this position? They couldn't be more right.
You get a new kind of shot of life. That's what it feels like. That's what we definitely needed. It was the individual efforts that got it done for us tonight.
I'm going to be brief. Couldn't be proud of you guys. Got us back into it. Great first period. Didn't get what we needed out of it. And then we kind of, we got a couple, kicking the ding-dings, individual efforts. We need someone to snap out of it and stanker. We need a stank out of it. And then, I see another one. Will Carrier diving for it. Get it. Hey, and then it goes to Jenks, and then he goes bar down, baby. Bar down. You gotta love it. Right? And then we get the power play. Way to go, Chief. Way to go, Chief. Okay, Hughes. And then it goes. Oh, but no, you guys. What'd we do? We didn't let go. So proud of you guys right now. I feel like I scored that goal. Jarvie, how does that feel? Unbelievable. Yeah. Hey, and there's more to come. Freddie, great job too. I didn't mean to leave you out, okay, guys. Yes, sir.
Great job. One step away. Let's keep this going.
There we go.
After 2 historic games at Raleigh, the Stanley Cup Final shifts to Las Vegas. Game 3. Each of these two teams now 3 wins away from a Stanley Cup title.
All right, man. Just like every game we ever play, right? What do we focus on? 50-50s, win the battles, get your seat on the hard bus here, and don't come off. Let's go right here. Let's go right here.
All right, boys, let's. We got Junkie, Robo, Abil. We got Key, Waka, bring it in.
All right, we've been talking all day long here. Let's just play the way we're supposed to play, and we play as a team, okay? You are awesome. You are awesome.
Backhand, we got myself. Hey! Taylor. Hey! Nick Dowd. Hey! Cole Smith. Hey! Keegan Colza. Hey! Got it.
It's been a very exciting start to this Cup final. In the first two games, each team came from multiple goals down to win. It's the first time in the 108-year history of the Stanley Cup final that has happened.
Let's go, let's go. Chase it. Let's go.
Let's go, baby. 9-3.
A full-fledged Las Vegas production before the teams take the ice. In the history of the Stanley Cup final, series tied at 1 win apiece. The team that wins Game 3 goes on to win the series 77% of the time. And among those taking the ice for Vegas is Brayden McNabb. Third Stanley Cup final in 9 years for the folks here in Vegas. They won the Stanley Cup in 5 games against Florida here in 2023. And 3 years later, they're back in the Stanley Cup final again.
Came proof through that the flag was still there.
The Fortress is rocking. Game 3 is underway. The puck goes to Aho. He has it back for a one-timer. Stopped by Hart. Svechnikov, sprawling block by Hanifin. That was a big play. Carolina in the line change. Now it's Jarvis. Nifty move. Stopped by Hart. And that's the end of the first scoreless period of this Stanley Cup final.
Don't get bored. This is a game, right? This is what happens. What team is going to get bored first, turns one over, it's in the back of the net.
And a goal! Mark Stone makes it 1-0 Vegas.
Carolina is challenging the play to determine if it was offside prior to the goal.
Have it out here, but then you're off, and then we got the puck. I don't know. You got to try it.
He needed possession and control on the blade of his stick before both skates broke the plane.
After video review at 19:26, the play was offside, no goal.
A game of inches. Slavin on for Miller. Bouncing puck goes right out in front. Stone stopped by Anderson. They score! Jack Eichel. It's 1-0 Vegas. The officials are talking again, and will this goal stand?
Goalie interference. He hits him right in the head. Goalie interference. 100%.
Carolina is challenging that there was goalie interference prior to the goal.
In the blue paint, he makes contact on his own. He wasn't pushed.
No goal, goalie interference.
Well, the crowd hates it, but they got it right.
Still 0-0. Way too many Carolina guys.
5 forwards out there again on the power play for John Tortorella. Eichel, one of the great passers, right out in front. They score! Tomas Hertl, a power play goal. And that one is going to count.
A huge blunder by Carolina, getting burnt with too many men on the ice.
And here's William Karlsson now. And a great stick to get back into the play by Keandre Miller. It's tipped in! 2-0 Vegas. An own goal off the stick of Walker.
Mitch Marner just flings this to the front of the net, and Sean Walker tips it into the corner behind a helpless Freddie Anderson. 16 seconds. It's 2-0 Vegas.
Here's Marner and a breakaway. Mitch Marner stopped. Took it to the forehand and couldn't get it over. McNabb, Marner, another try. He scores on the backhand. 3-0 Vegas. Now Nikishin. And now here's Marner again. Hat-trick bit for Marner. And he scores. His second hat-trick of the playoffs. and he's had a 4-point period here in the second.
What an amazing performance for Mitch Marner here in Game 3. A remarkable period. 6 pucks have gone into the Carolina net. 2 of them have been pulled back, but it's a 4-0 Golden Knight lead.
Boys, let's just settle down here and get to our game. We gotta help each other out on the breakouts. Buy a little time, set the valve side, then put a little heat on them down here.
The period belonged to Mitch Marner. 28 points and counting, the most by a skater in his first postseason with any team in NHL history.
Right back on the bus, boys. Hey, let's go. Come on, come on.
Brandon Bussi, who was their leading goaltender in the regular season with 31 wins, is making his playoff debut. The third period begins. Here's Stone, the takeaway, slap shot. Welcome to the game, Brandon Bussi. Looks like a little bit of the fight has gone out of the Hurricanes. Back of the line, Gostisbehere. Marner the takeaway. Marner short-handed, hacked down by Aho, and this is going to be a penalty shot for his 4th goal and 5th point of Game 3 of the Cup Final. Stopped by Bussi.
And Game 3 can't end quick enough for Carolina. They are all out of sorts here because Vegas is just in total control.
It's played in by Martinook. Coghlan avoided him. It comes out in front. They score! Jordan Martinook gets Carolina on the board.
Never know, boys, eh?
Here they come again, and they score again, and they're right back in the game. Hall off a beautiful feed by Aho. It's 4-2 with 12:28 to go.
We got a game here. All this great stuff for Vegas. Now they're on their heels a bit here. It's 4-2.
And they score again from the half wall. This is incredible. 4-3 with 12:18 to go.
Carolina has flipped this game right on its ear.
Carolina has scored 3 in 39 seconds. The last 2 were 10 seconds apart. The fastest 3 goals by one team in Stanley Cup Final history.
Shocking.
Oh, good. Adversity. What we're good at.
This pensive crowd chanting "Go Knights, go!" The atmosphere dramatically different than it was not long ago. Centering pass.
Oh, Bussi's been great.
Carolina trying to do something that has never happened. Teams in a Stanley Cup Final are 0-108 when trailing by 4 goals or more in the third period. They were down 4-0. They've made it 4-3, but they're running out of time. That's out of the rink, directly out of the rink from the defensive end. It's going to be a Canes power play.
27 Vegas got a minor for a delay of game.
Gostisbehere. That wound up off the left pad of Hart. 3 straight classic games to start this Stanley Cup Final. Bussi's coming out of the net with a minute on the power play. Down low for Stahl. They're poking away. Players are in the net. They score! Yeah! Carolina has tied it on a power play goal with 1:42 to go. And there will be another conversation among the officials.
Hey, Ronnie, they hit us into them. They cross-checked them right into
That player ended up in the net as a direct result of being cross-checked. Smart move not to challenge.
Incredible.
Unbelievable. Like stunning.
Now count the Hurricanes out at your own peril.
I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone, man.
Unbelievable, remarkable period of hockey from Carolina.
This crowd stunned for the second game in a row. Vegas and Carolina heading for overtime.
Great period, but there's nothing for moral victories here. We got to go out there and do this right. Hurricane hockey this period. Put it behind them. Everything to the net. Stay above it. Let's go. Come on.
Take a deep breath. Pull together here. I swear things happen for a reason. This is going to help us somewhere along in this series. Okay, so let's just go out and play. Even after they scored some goals, we played really well. We're going to find our way. Deep breath. Let's get the win. All right, boys, come on. Come on.
Takes one here. Come on.
This is only Game 3, but you have to think this is the greatest first 3 games of any Stanley Cup Final in the 108-year history. Overtime begins. Everybody working on adrenaline here. Down low! Free puck! Jankowski stopped. Carolina pressing to win it in overtime for the second game in a row. Top angle shot stopped by Hart. Back for Lauzon. Marner at the net front. And it's sent wide. Gostisbehere down low. Tipped over the net by Jarvis. Marner was banging his stick. He got the pass. Carlson stopped by Bussi. Time running out. That's the end of overtime.
20 minutes solves nothing.
Wow. What a 3 games to start this Stanley Cup Final. This one is not over yet.
Shift at a time. It's going to happen.
Come on. Let's go.
My guy.
How we doing?
Carl.
Mitch. Yeah, buddy. Why not? Animal, it's Bernie.
Be that guy. Where's your boy? Let's go.
This has turned into a classic.
23rd double overtime game in Stanley Cup final history. A bad turnover, and that one shot right over the net. One mistake can be fatal here in overtime. Theodore turned it quickly for Howden. And off for Carlson. Marner heads toward the net. Howden trying to walk out in front. That got stopped by Slavin. Theodore drive off the back wall, knocked in. Vegas wins in double overtime.
A double overtime win for the Golden Knights in Game 3.
In one of the most unpredictable games you're going to see. A spectacular evening of hockey. That's probably the way this game was going to end. Some unlikely goal, some crazy bounce, and the Golden Knights get it. They take a 2-1 lead in this series.
3 remarkable games. 3 goals in 6-10 in the second period for Marner. Fastest hat trick in Stanley Cup playoff history, and only the second natural hat trick in a Stanley Cup final game. Ted Lindsay did it for Detroit in 1955.
When you get this far in the playoffs, just the attrition what these athletes have to do to play as many games as we've played so far. So I've been fortunate to be in a few playoffs along the way. I haven't seen something like this. I heard the players yelling Warrior, and I'm just blown away how he's gone about his business. The game's changed so much into where there's no lead safe. I've experienced a lot of games in playoffs. I haven't experienced one like this.
Playoff hockey, I mean, it's part of the gig, and it's never easy. It's never going to be easy, and we know that, and we understand that. We've got a bigger hill to climb now, but we're excited for the challenge and excited to keep playing hard and keep moving forward.
Tonight from Las Vegas, Game 4 between the Carolina Hurricanes and the Vegas Golden Knights. The first 3 games have been crazy.
Shift at a time, one after another. No brass, but breathe on the bench. Let's go, kid. Let's go.
Starting up front, we got number 11, Jordan Staal. We got number 27, Nikolai Ehlers. We got number 24, Seth Jarvis. On the back end, we got number 19, Keandre Miller. We got number 26, Sean Walker. And in between the pipes, we got number 32, Brandon Busse. Let's go! Here we go, boys. Come on.
Shift at a time. Hey, we're relentless here. Shift at a time. We roll them over. Relentless. Give them nothing. Let's go earn it.
It's going to be Brandon Busse making his first ever playoff start.
It is a big moment, a career opportunity for Busse.
27 years old, too old to be considered a rookie, even though this is his first season in the National Hockey League.
It's been a roller coaster of emotions through the first 3 games of the highest scoring Stanley Cup final in 45 years.
For Carolina, a win tonight ties this series at 2, sending it back to Raleigh for game number 5. For Vegas, can they ride any momentum after an almost collapse, then comeback win in 2 overtimes in game number 3? That sets the stage.
Go, go!
Game 4 is underway. Here's a backhand, they score! Logan Stankoven, just a minute 6 in. 1-0 Carolina. There's a penalty coming here, and tripping is the call. Looking to break shorthanded as Carlson with him. Stone stopped by Busse. Noah Hanifin. Well, we picked up right where we left off in Game 3. Another wild and crazy start to this Stanley Cup final Game 4. McNabb just nudged it rather than trying to sweep it up with some force. Down low hole, and they score again. Jackson Blake, and it's 2-0 just after the power play had expired.
Great pass, baby.
He got it in deeper and stays in deep. A centering pass. Dorofeev robbed by Busse. Using all of that 6'4" frame. Staal and Stone, the captains, got tangled up along the far wall. Shea Theodore, beautiful pass. Stone fakes the slap shot and scores!
Another wild start here in Vegas. Stone cuts the lead in half. It's 2-1.
Unbelievable action.
Man, these fourth lines, they get at it.
Biggest penalty, bench liner, too many men on the ice.
This is a double bogey. There's 7 of them out there. They have to chew this one. Now they're shorthanded again.
Aho moves closer. McNabb killing the penalty with Lausanne. That one's free. Yeah! They score again! And it's Jordan Staal, the captain, for the 4th game in a row. Carolina back up by 2. It's 3-1 on a power play goal. 6 seconds in the period. Crown wants a shot. McNabb scores! Did it count? The clock is all zeros. The green light is on, but they're going to take a look at this.
The play is under review to see if the puck crosses the goal line before the period expires.
But there's the clock at all zeros, and the puck is nowhere near the net, and the crowd's not going to like it.
After review, the clock hits 0 before it crosses the goal line, therefore, no goal.
The end of another wildly entertaining period. 3-1 Carolina after 1.
We're better when we keep the pressure on. We're better when we're on the gas. So why don't we just keep going on the gas, boys? Come on, come on, come on.
Stay with it, stay together. No one breaks apart.
Got plenty of hockey left. Everybody together now, guys. Everybody together. Do not lose your swagger. Do not lose your confidence.
These teams scoring in bunches and no lead is safe. Here's Marner dragging Blake along. Anderson circles the net. Centers one. They score! William Karlsson makes it 3-2. Retrieved by Jarvis, blocked by Hanneman, played ahead to Sissons by Karlsson. Now Howden. Howden forehand. Score! Brett Howden has tied the game at 3.
Howden toe drag, and this goes over that right catching glove from Brandon Bussey. And the second period's good to Vegas again. It's 3-3.
That's the end of period 2. 3-3 the score as we head for the third period.
We're in a spot, and I don't give a how we got here. It makes no difference. We have to win a game. Season here, right for everything. Just everyone's got to step up a little bit. We got some guys I know can be better, and everyone else is going their ass off and go. But that's all we need right now. Get on the bus. Let's go. We're still there.
Believe you're going to get a right? You'll have him right by the you get it down this way, the way this game is going, you'll have him right by the
Game 4, the Stanley Cup final tied at 3. Vegas leads the series 2-1. A penalty coming here, and Vegas is going to go a man up with a chance to take the lead. Eichel down low for Stone. Dorofeev, a knuckle puck. Marner tipped a couple of times and stopped by Bussey. Eichel lets it go.
Eichel just tattooed that.
Carolina kills the penalty. Oh, a terrible turnover. Jarvis is stopped by Hart. Oh, my goodness. Now out in front, Stahl. He scores while falling down. 4-3, Carolina.
It's going. Jordan Stahl's got a second.
Great job, Jordan. What an effort, baby.
Continuous action in an epic first 4 games of the Stanley Cup final. Marner down in front. Eichel attempt. With time running down now on the Vegas Golden Knights. The net is empty. 1:59 to go. Carolina leading 4-3. Hurdle installed. The puck is free. Eichel had a point-blank chance and did not score. And Eichel just cannot find a way to pot one. The net remains empty. Vegas trying to tie it. Theodore sends it toward the net. Bodies fly. Ehlers around. It takes a cam toward the goal. That is in for an empty net goal from the length of the ice by Ehlers. And the final seconds tick off.
And we're headed back to Raleigh. Tied at 2.
That's you, baby.
With a 5-3 win.
That's a walk. Great job, baby.
Hey, Bussey, this best of 7 is about to become best of 3. Brandon Bussey, his first ever playoff start will be a win in the Stanley Cup final in Game 4.
Kids grow up, they dream about doing something like this. So honored to have the opportunity. It was a great effort by us tonight. Excited to get back to Raleigh.
Pretty amazing, pretty amazing. Way to come ready to go. Penalty kill. Great job. Great job. And hey, power play came through too. Wasn't pretty. A lot of milestones and memories and the whole 9 yards, but for the first playoff start, what a start, Tim. What a start. All right. And then hell of a job on that last one. That's what it's about. All right. Who's got the rope?
A lot of great games. Stanky, Blake, you guys getting us started. Chief, I wish I could give this to you, but you only get your first win once.
Let's get back to Raleigh.
Yeah, let's get back.
Brad, I'm wondering, with another sort of crazy game, lead changes, all that, are you able to enjoy any of this, or what's the experience been like for you?
Not really. I know I need to, because this doesn't come around very often. but it is pretty stressful. That's what's crazy about this series. It's very unpredictable. Things are happening that I haven't seen. It's been crazy.
We've been doing a good job of embracing the us against the world mentality that appears on the road. So best out of 3, we're going into their building and try to win that one.
Stanley Cup Final, Game 5, probably the biggest game I played so far in my career. The atmosphere is going to be amazing.
At the end of the night, when you're taking your off, you're able to look to your right, you're able to look to your left at your teammates and say to them, I gave you everything I had mentally tonight, and I gave you everything physically tonight.
All right, man. Time to go. Time to go. Aggressive. Aggressive mindset. Embrace the heart. And let's make sure we're making it hard. Shift after shift after shift. We're ready. Ready.
Deafening noise. More than 18,000 on hand for Game 5 of the Stanley Cup Final. The winner goes up 3 games to 2 and will have a chance to win the Stanley Cup in Game 6 in Vegas. Both sides throwing the body here in the first 2 minutes. Puck up in the air. It's going straight out of the rink, and it's going to be a penalty against Carolina. Here's Eichel. Out in front. They score. Pavel Dorofeev, the goal. Ending his long drought.
We'll take pucks back. Keep going north.
1-0 Vegas.
Theodore helps move it up the boards, but not out. Carolina can keep it in. Ehlers with a shot directly in front. He scores! The captain! It's 5 games! It's 6 goals in the Stanley Cup Final! Oh, Captain Jordan Staal has tied it, and this place has gone bananas!
Shift. Players are not letting anyone off the hook. The finish is there. The opportunity for a chance to finish it.
And that's the end of the first period. 1-1 after 1.
Just a couple things here. Not a good period, but so what? Let's get back to our game here, boys. Come on, come on.
Dorofeev after it, walled off by Gallagher, then Carlson there with Walker. They're looking at Carlson on the bench. It's like a left wrist.
And now he's gone down the tunnel. That's a huge loss now, and John Tortorella's going to have to coach around the absence of William Karlsson.
Sends it right in on Hart, who scoops it up. Lausanne took down Stankoven, and he's going to be penalized. They center it. Stankoven set up Staal to get him to net front. Off for Blake, off his stick to the wall. He ducks under a check from McNabb.
Penalty on McNabb.
Just 1 second after the Lausanne penalty ran out. Svechnikov again, back to Gostisbehere. Sisson's pressure. Svechnikov scores! Andrei Svechnikov! A power play goal! And a 2-1 Carolina lead.
Through the legs of Hart, and it's 2-1 Carolina.
Taking it to the middle, Marner. And a great sliding play by Gostisbehere. Many of the Caniacs on their feet. He sends it to Howden. Howden! Stopped by Bussey. Martin passed on the forecheck, won the puck. Missed Svechnikov. Walker down low, and they score! Sebastian Aho the goal, and they lead 3-1.
Look at him taking off his feet, touched it beautifully, and then straight up over Carter Hart. 2 goals in the second period by guys that they needed.
The Caniacs starting to rise as one. Their team will take a 2-goal lead into the third period. In Game 5 of the Stanley Cup Final, with the series tied at 2 wins apiece.
This period, do it how we do things. It's a hurricane period. That's the kind of period we got to have. Let's go do it, boys. Come on.
In the third period, Howden down low, and a stop by Bussey to the delight of this adoring crowd. Hart hesitated coming out, lost his stick when he finally did.
Double minor, high sticking.
Double minor with blood on Chatfield. The penalty's a killer. It's inadvertent, but it doesn't matter. Aho, it comes back. Ehlers, beautiful pass, and they score! Another power play goal for Svechnikov.
Ehlers has 3 assists. Look at this beauty. The vision to know where Svechnikov is. And Svechnikov presents his stick, and he dunks this behind Carter Hart. And it's 4-1 Carolina.
Again tonight, Hart's given up 4 goals. That's the 5th straight game, all 5 in this series. Beard weaving down low, backhand rebound score! It's 4-2 with 6:11 to go.
That's the way it's been all series long. You just can't get comfortable. Dorofeev second makes this a game again.
Down in front, Anderson on the doorstep. Here we go again. Dropped it back, Anderson. Rebound, dropped by Bussey. Hart skating toward the bench. The net is empty. Up in the air. Is it straight out of the ring?
Yes, it
is. And it's Ehlers again. That's the 3rd time they've been penalized in this game. 4-2 Carolina. That's off the post from Theodore. Hurdle whacking away. And Bussey stopped Anderson. They're on their feet all around this arena. They're going crazy in Raleigh. Carolina's going to take a 3-2 lead back to Vegas. Carolina wins 4-2. And Brandon Bussey is the man of the hour. And his family, emotional again, probably still can't fathom what has happened to their son since last October.
So many great stories through a Stanley Cup playoffs. Brandon Bussey, the latest, greatest story.
Bussey, 27 years old, undrafted, a long time in the minors before he got a chance.
Carolina has won 2 straight games, and for the first time in this series, they're on their front foot. 1 win away from the Stanley Cup.
I'm going to be brief. Can't be any prouder of this group. You guys remember what we talked about before the game? That guy looking back? Every one of you. Every one of you. Power play. Hell of a job. Get us going. Right? Hey. Sesh, way to come to life, brother. Way to come to life, brother. All right, penalty kills D. Everyone just balled up and then bus. Way to go, kid. Way to go, kid. Way to go, kid. So, couldn't be prouder, and that's one more step, baby. That's one more step. Who's got the...
Great effort tonight, fellas. Obviously, special teams, D-Corps, just great sacrifice all night. But how about Andy?
There we go!
Boys, great job. What a freaking effort, and let's do one more.
There we go. There you go.
Our sole focus now is preparing for Game 6, going home, in a must-win situation.
We're just going to get ready for our next game. We'll be back here. I'm going to leave my clothes here, that's for sure. They'll be in the hotel.
This team has been working all year for moments like these, and especially this moment, so we're excited.
The Carolina Hurricanes are heading to Vegas for Game 6 with a chance to close this thing out and walk in immortality as champions forever.
You have to approach it like it is a normal game. You can't get ahead of yourself because that'll never work. No one knows what's going to happen. I know we're going to have to play our best game.
When you walk in this door, the expectation is to give yourselves an opportunity to compete for the Holy Grail, which is the Stanley Cup.
I think I've ran the thought of lifting that cup over my head millions of times since I was a little kid. So the fact that it's this close just makes you want it that much more, and you're going to do everything you can to try and achieve it.
Tonight, inside the Fortress, critical Game 6 of the Stanley Cup Final. The Carolina Hurricanes look to end the hockey season with the Stanley Cup in the house.
There's got to be a sense of calmness to our game. Take each shift at a time, but get into that area, right? Where you're right there, you know you're going to do everything for your team, but in a calm manner, where you don't lose yourself and you forget how to play. All right, so everybody's got to dive in here. Let's get a good start, and then we build from there. Let's ready to go here, boys.
You got Nabber. Hey. Shazy. Hey. Up front. Smitty. Hey. Dowder. Hey. Bowman!
Men, we've been working for this for a long time. This opportunity, let's take advantage of it. We take advantage of it by embracing the hard that we've been living in for 2 months now. Shift after shift, battle levels up, and we do this together. Let's go, kids.
You got Jarvis. Jarvis. Fly. Walk.
Carolina has to attack. It's not about having 2 cracks at it. That will lose you the cup. If you get a second chance, that's extra life for the other team. They got to step on the gas and end it tonight.
No William Karlsson tonight for Vegas.
It's Eichel, it's Marner. They have to lead here offensively in Game 6 to send this back to Raleigh.
Teams take the ice for Game 6. Carolina, a win and their Stanley Cup champs for the first time in 20 years.
60 minutes away from doing what they set out to do 8 years ago and every season since, and that's bring Lord Stanley back to North Carolina.
Stanley Cup isn't just a trophy, it's a hockey dream, not only for myself, but it's everyone around me. No better experience to win it and share it with them.
Stanley Cup isn't just a trophy, it's everything.
Game 6 of T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas, Nevada. The Hurricanes against the Golden Knights.
And Game 6 is underway. Season on the line tonight. Both teams will be even more physical than we've seen. Advanced ahead by Ivan Barbashev. Now for Howden. Have trouble with a bouncing puck. Delayed offside against Vegas. Here's Taylor Hall breaking in. Hall scores! Taylor Hall! And it's 1-0 Carolina.
That's the big talking about from Hart. He has not given it to Vegas, and now they trail, chasing the game. Here it's 1-0 Carolina.
Here's Jack Eichel down the slot, and a beautiful save by Bussey. Stone out in front for Dorofeev, a couple of chances. The second one he batted out of midair.
Before Stone can get to it, Bussey finds the pop fly and is able to snare it.
Eichel feeds it through to Howden. In alone and stopped by Bussey. Brandon Bussey, magnificent again. Hard out of the net, and a great sprawling stop as he dove back in, robbing Svechnikov. Penalty here as one of the Knights got upended, but a power play upcoming for Vegas.
Stankoven.
Carolina 22 minor penalty, cross check.
Marner sends it toward the net. Rebound, free for Stone.
The desperation, size, and athleticism of Brandon Bussey comes into play there as he turns aside two dangerous rebound chances.
Out in front, Eichel passes it off. And a sprawling stop by Bussey.
This is labeled.
And that's the end of the period. What a first period for the 27-year-old. 1-0 at the end of one.
Okay, we're gonna hit the reset button. Okay, go win the period. Play it the right way. Let's go foul up, man. Come on, win this period here. Let's go.
The last thing the Vegas Golden Knights needed was a hot Brandon Bussey. He has come into this series and completely flipped the script. And Carolina is now 2 periods from winning it all.
Nervous anxiety in the sellout crowd here at T-Mobile. Here comes Stahl, trying to score in his 6th straight game. Stopped by Hart. Hurdle has help coming. It's Riley Smith. Hurdle, a beautiful move. Stopped by Bussey. Down low, it's nudged along. Stankoven stopped by Hart. Then Stankoven tried to center. Here comes the Blake, and he scores! Jackson Blake makes it 2-0.
This line continues to carry the Hurricanes offensively. This is remarkable tenacity. Stankoven and Blake are like hounds on a bone here in the corner. It deflects off of Mitch Marner, and Jackson Blake has made it 2-0.
And now Vegas really up against it. Carolina's gotten to its style of play, and Brandon Bussey is stopping everything.
Let's be attack mode here.
Beautiful passing, and a sprawling save by Hart, robbing Aho. Vegas cannot even manage a shot on goal, and it's very quiet inside the fortress. 20 minutes away from a Stanley Cup.
Carolina is putting a clinic on today in every aspect of the game. They look like they're ready to win.
Relentless. We said that before the game. Relentless. Period of our lives here. We've got nothing to say for. Let's go, boys. Come on, let's go.
Gotta believe it, you're right. Yeah, right. Gotta Come on, boys. Now or never. Let's go. What a opportunity here. 20 for our life. 20 for our life. Everything you have. Here we go. Bust it. Come on, fellas. Let's go. Big one here. Yep, here we go. Come on. Let's go.
If this is the night they win the Stanley Cup, they're doing it in vintage Carolina style. Stone out in front, trying to center it. It looked like he had a chance to shoot it. Jarvis out in front. Stopped by Hart, smothering team defense. Vegas has had 5 shots on goal since the end of the first period. Are they going to call a penalty? Yes, they are.
Carolina penalty number 50, 2 minutes high.
This Vegas power play, man, do they need one now?
Still don't have a shot on goal in this power play. Marner a weak pass, and Eichel just had it taken away. Great effort by Hurdle and Marner to keep it in. Down low, Eichel! It did not go! It hit the crossbar. You can't get a better chance. 2-on-0 down low, and Eichel shakes his head in disbelief.
I think the entire building cannot believe this didn't go in the net. Stone puts it on the tee, and Eichel, for the 2nd time in this series, on the power play, beats Bussey, and he rings it straight off the crossbar.
And the puck cleared. You hear the roar going up from the Canes fans here. There are a lot of Caniacs in Las Vegas. Some rare skating room. It's for Howden. It gets played off to Dorofeev. Stopped by Bussey.
Time running out on Vegas. They have to find something, and they have to find it quick.
Lord Stanley's Cup out of its case. More than 3,400 names have been engraved into that Stanley Cup. The goalie has come out. Hart is out. The extra attacker is on. 2.5 minutes remaining in regulation in Game 6. Theodore, stop, rebound, Hurdle, stopped again with Bussey sitting on the ice. He makes the stop from point-blank range. It comes to Eichel down low. Stone at the top of the crease. Couldn't jam it in. They crowd the net. Theodore off for Dorofeev. Sliding in the way, Chet Caufield with 1:25 to go.
Vegas fighting, scratching, and clawing just to give themselves a chance.
1:10 to go. The net is empty. Ehlers scores! Nikolai Ehlers! And the party is on! The Caniacs here and back in Raleigh.
In the first minute of Game 1, Nikolai Ehlers started the scoring of the Stanley Cup Final with 1:08 left. Ehlers is giving Carolina a 3-0 lead. One of the best teams in the regular season and a brilliant playoff performance.
I can't believe we're going to win the
And they're going to clinch it appropriately with a total team effort and a shutout. The Carolina Hurricanes have won the Stanley Cup.
And it's coming back to North Carolina. The Stanley Cup. We got a passenger on the plane tomorrow. And the Hurricanes are world champions.
Let me down, Roddy. You did it.
8 years of Rod Brind'Amour and the Carolina Hurricanes building to this moment. I don't know that there's a coach in the league that more embodies the way their team plays than Rod Brind'Amour.
And just the fourth man ever to win the Stanley Cup as a team cap and then a head coach of the same franchise. One Stanley Cup winning captain hugging another.
They're just driven, and they're leaders without words. They're more leader of lead.
Way to go, Jarvis. Right. Proud of you, kid. Thank you. Way to battle. Thank you. Way to battle. I love you.
Vegas Golden Knights just gutted. You get this far, and you get nothing for it.
Okay, let's go! Come on!
You did that. Hey, we did that.
Yeah,
you did that.
You did it.
Let's go.
I love you, brother. I love you. You know that.
Thank you so much.
You know it. Get the handshake, man.
Appreciate it. Thank you. You're an animal, brother.
Stahl won it in 2009 as a 20-year-old. 17 years in between. It's the longest stretch between Stanley Cup championships for any player in league history.
Great series. Great series, buddy. Great series, Ikes. Roddy, give me a hug, please.
Thanks for bringing me back. Thanks for bringing me back. You're the best. Unbelievable kid.
Thank you, Roddy. Thanks
Couldn't
for
be prouder
believing
of
in
you.
me.
No,
Thank
you did it. You did it. Couldn't be prouder of you. Couldn't be prouder. Awesome. You deserve everything you're getting.
And Brandon Bussey puts the ribbon on this all with a shutout in
Good job,
Game 6.
I appreciate you, man. Spread the wealth a little. Good job, man. You're a warrior. I know you are. Hey, great job, man. Great warrior. Good job, bud. Great job. Hey, appreciate it. Good job. Hey, Jack. Good job, man. Way to go. Hell of a player. Hell of a player. All right, Torch. Hey, thanks, man.
Well deserved.
I appreciate you, man. You're
A lot
the
of
best.
respect
You're
between those
best.
two.
You could say that the motivation's more when you lose because of the emptiness and the feeling, but you know, when you win and you feel that fulfillment, that's all you want to do after that is feel that feeling again.
All through this final, you did not want to get big picture. Well, I have to ask now, 17 years, Jordan, what's it been like?
Yeah, long. I learned a lot about perseverance and trusting God, and we've been grinding with these guys for so long, just trying to break through, keeping at it, and my goodness, we pulled it off. I can't describe it.
Hey. Oh my God. There you go, buddy. There you go.
Thank you.
I remember first talking on ice, Long Island, and this way, here you go.
I know.
You're amazing. You
believed
deserve
in
this
me.
shit. Yeah, but it's easy.
I can't say enough what you've done, and thank you
You
so
said
much.
it the best. You said it, and I'm so proud of you. You deserve this.
Yeah.
You're still the best player in the league.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Thank you, man.
You got memories now. We got memories.
I got memories for a lifetime.
Love you.
You're the man.
Great job. Great job.
When I think of Carolina, I think of a true team. They play as a group better than anybody else, and it's been 8 years.
And they're the first team since the 1984 Edmonton Oilers to win the Cup using 2 starting goalies.
37 years old, and you played some of the best hockey of your entire career. How did you explain that?
Yeah, good time to get hot, eh? I mean, my goodness. I mean, I just wanted to win. I wanted to win so bad. That was it.
The Conn Smythe Trophy is awarded to the most valuable player in the playoffs. This year's recipient has played for the Carolina Hurricanes longer than any other player. He tied a record for a goal-scoring streak in the final, and his face-off percentage win of almost 70% sets a record. And finally, Jordan Stahl, you are the oldest player to win the Conn Smythe Trophy. just awesome. Congratulations.
I appreciate it. Thank you
We're
so
going
much.
to do this. Hold
Okay.
it. We'll take some pictures.
Let's do it.
We'll skate back with, and then you got to come back again.
All right.
Okay, take it away.
MVP! 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 MVP!
I want the other one. I want the other one. Give me the other one. Ladies and gentlemen, the Stanley Cup.
Over the last 8 seasons, no team has won more regular season and playoff games than the Carolina Hurricanes. That is a testament to great players and a great organization. But what that also tells you, that no matter how good you are as a team, this iconic trophy, the Stanley Cup, is the most difficult in all sports to win. Jordan Staal, come on back up.
I'm back.
All right. Thank you.
This is just great. What a wonderful compliment. And for you, this is great.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Let's do this together. Okay, take it away.
Yeah, boys! We did, baby!
Celebrate after his captain. Taylor Hall, the #1 overall pick, has gone longer before winning the Stanley Cup, 16 years. Played for 7 different teams. Sebastian Aho, one of the great players in the history of the franchise. Jacob Slavin, second American to win a gold medal and the Stanley Cup in the same year. Another one of the team leaders, Jordan Martinook. Every one of them so deserving. Shane Gostisbehere next.
Oh my God!
Commissioner Bettman talked about how hard it is to win.
Yes!
Such a physical grind, an emotional grind, a mental grind.
My arms are cramping.
That thing's heavy, bro. That thing's heavy, dude.
No, it's not.
Just to see the boys, they're so happy for everyone. That's what this is about. That's what hockey's about. It's the ultimate team sport. And you see it here in the way they celebrate. They know how hard they work for this. This didn't just happen. Didn't just happen this year. These guys have been doing this for 8 years, and it finally came through. As a player, I really wanted it, but I wanted it for these guys as a coach because it just means so much. And to see how happy they are. I mean, I'm an old guy now, but I had my one. Trust me, I'm glad we got another one, but it's for these guys. This is what it's all about.
Brandon Bussi is about to be a household name in America. When people talk about it in your story, what do you want them to talk about?
Never give up, always have fun, keep your head down. All kind of the cliches, but it's true, right? I didn't let anybody tell me no. If there was some adversity, I took it head on and tried to figure it out and get better from it. So that's about it.
Come on, Riley! Let's go, baby! Let's go, Riley!
Roddy's the massive reason why we're here, and what more could be said? The guy is the hardest working guy every single day, bar none, and he gives everything that he has, and you can feel it every single day. Every day is passion. He's just amazing, and I'm so happy for him.
That's it, boys!
Some guys just jump ship. I believe in this organization, and from Roddy and Tom taking over all the way through, it's such an amazing feeling to build something like that and be a part of that and then pull it off. I can't imagine anything better.
I love the game, and I'll keep doing this as long as I can. And the Stanley Cup was the ultimate goal, but just playing hockey and being around my buddies is incredible. It's an added bonus when you're able to do something like this, raise the Stanley Cup.
This is a team. That's the thing I love about it. It's not about one player. And hockey is that, right? Hockey is a team sport. It's the ultimate team sport.
It's been a long road, especially with the group here. A lot of heartbreak along the way, but it doesn't matter. It's all worth it now. This year, everything came together. We had a group of guys that just wanted it so bad, and then for it to end like this, you can't write it any better.